WIIFTBP, media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP, media's just for you and me.
Jackson.
Tune in to the Maze Jackson Show every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m. where you can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Plus, from 6:30 to 8, you can get us on WBGX 1570 a.m. That's right, it's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them, Maze said. We out of here. Peace.
me down like ankles fighting the waves. Upon to my crime, yeah, I do time. Till I'm with you, I'll be counting the days. Yeah, ooh, been through so many things, but we always get through. Yeah, ooh, it ain't always perfect, but it's worth it. This is deeper than the surface. If I said I didn't love you, you and I know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide to make them something, something. Like it was nothing. Ooh, some magic, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. I never thought that I would give it to you, but now I don't think it's the time. I won't do it. I think it's cause the way you talk to me. Know how to say it without making me feel little. You're gracious even when you pop off on me. When you get done, I got a little something to drop off on you. Because you earned it with the time you took to put it that way. You got me liking to get put in my place. I didn't love you, you and I know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide to make them something, something. Like it was nothing. Ooh, some magic, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so easy. Say, easy to love. Easy to love. You make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. You make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts. Man, Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. Enough to seal kids carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson, here on a Tuesday. Blowing up on a Tuesday. On a Tuesday. On a Tuesday. Yep, it's Tuesday. And I feel like when I was listening to that, I feel like I was in the concert. Because last night, I must tell you, so I was torn. In case you all like Riis the Ruler and you just woke up and you went to bed early because you thought that Kansas was out of it. They staged the most miraculous comeback. They were down by 15 at halftime. I think we was watching. Everybody was chilling out. Stopped watching, and we looked up and then was like, wait, what? Wait. And man, the next you know, Bill Self is once again the national champion. Now, I gotta tell y'all, so shout out to Kansas, the national champions, because Joseph Yesefu from Bolingbrook is on the team.
Got some Bolingbrook love.
So Bolingbrook done brought a ring home. Hold on, don't forget we had Tough Borland, so we had national. We brought the Ohio State championship. We be collecting rings at the crib. I know y'all be talking smack about the crib, but Bolingbrook, I don't care if y'all remember, Joseph last year was the dude who, I can't remember, he went to like Northern Iowa or something, and he was like the posterized dunk of the first round, and they had stolen. I can't remember the whole thing, but
Bolingbrook.
He was from Bolingbrook, but he was playing in the NCAAs last year, and after that, his tournament appearance, Kansas picked him up. He jumped in the portal, and Kansas picked him up, and so
he's on the team now. He was just on the team now.
He's on the team in Kansas now. So he bringing the ring to the crib. Now I ain't gonna lie. That's the only reason I was really rooting for Kansas.
Yeah, a lot of people's going for UNC.
Man, it's sentimental. Hey man, I felt like the old days, like Joe. It used to be the time, like you remember, like J.R. Reed and all them. Like when you, like that's. I've got my first time I got to pick my own haircut. I got the J.R. Reed, right? Like we used to, like when the box first came back around, and it was like all you had was this, all was bald, and then you just had the. So we all, I mean, I feel like that's when we used to get the Sun Times every day and get the paper, and you would go to the sports in study hall. You'll go to sports section. But I was talking about that, but Riis, you missed it. That's all right though, because this is what happened yesterday in the tiny living room. Ness pulled it. He pulled it yesterday right there. Just the man, he came in. I felt obligated to play the song. And my man Ness put a mini concert on him last night. Hey man, it was. Hey. So
you had your own halftime show.
Hey, he closed it out.
Oh, he closed it out.
And it was funny because B Foster. Shout out to B Foster.
He pulled up too.
Shout out to B Foster. Okay. B Foster came through. First of all, B Foster is hilarious to me because he is the epitome of bourgeois. He be like, pardon-moi. But he got this. But he like the B Foster got the
the bourgeois swag down, right? You know, it's funny. I ain't gonna even trip. You know, like I'm gonna go ahead and get dude his props. I'm just go ahead and give him his props, right? So but you know, B Foster got like he got, the people be looking at you like, where do you come from? What do you do? Right? It was like, so you know, and so you know when you hear a song and you don't know the song,
Right.
So you be like, local,
Yeah.
right? And then all of a sudden you be like, wait a minute, that's a hit. It was like first it was like, oh, Chicago ass rapper. Then it was like,
Wait a minute, Chicago.
wait a minute,
rapper.
hold
Hey,
on.
remember how we say we can say two things? Chicago ass rapper. Oh, look at this Chicago ass rapper.
And I seen, it was like, when that that reparation smack though.
Oh yeah.
The reparation smack,
Oh yeah.
and then you come back with the terrorism. Oh, they didn't even know what to do with themselves. It was kind of funny. It was just funny because you know, I'm gonna put the cables on you. Yeah. Oh, hold on.
The battery.
Hey, hold on.
Not just the battery in your bag, you put the cables on.
I'm gonna tell you though.
He's not gonna put the cables to juice.
I really wish I would have had the that one was actually the it came off. It was, man, Joe, I got visions. I'm just telling you. That was dope. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the taco bar, cause I smashed. Shout out to Big Swill holding it down. Shout out to Secretary of State David Moore, candidate David Moore, Alderman 17th Ward. You know, bent on us. It was amen. Thank you to everybody. Kicked it. You know, grown folks though, right? You know, when the young people, they'll be like, sorry, fam. You know, it'd be like 35 plus. How old you? Shout out to Ruthie, who was looking like, am I? Yeah, okay.
She probably was like the youngest one in now.
Yep. Okay, first of all, we played Ghetto Scrabble.
I love it.
I never played that before.
Well,
And
like
we played
rules.
Uno.
Like you can put like ghetto words too, right?
Yeah.
I love it. Me
You could put,
Yeah.
I was like, what is Jeezy?
Yeah.
You can't put that on the board?
Yes, yeah. We played Hood Scrabble weekend. That's a word.
Man, Hood Scrabble. That was kind of fun. Man, I ain't smacked no Uno down. This Uno with the switch in hand, man.
Oh, yeah.
And then they talk about some no snacking, no stack. Hold on, cuz if I got all the Uno cards, you getting it. I'm bow. They talk about, you can't do that.
See,
I was
like
like,
the up
yo,
and down.
sensitive, man.
See, man, I don't like that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, I don't like now. If you got all sixes, I'm cool with just stacks. So just put all your sixes down at the same time or not. But
Wait, what
but
you mean?
don't
Put
go-
all your sixes? What you mean?
So like, you know how like if it's a yellow 6, right, and I got like and I got 4 6s in my hand, like. The ordinary way to play one card, but you can play all the 6s, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that would be fun.
And that's stacks. That's what we call stacks, where you can just stack the same.
They were
number
saying
down,
you can't say draw 2 and then put another draw 2 on. I was like,
why
man,
you can't? And that's another
soft
rule,
ass.
like it's
Soft.
and that's stacks too.
Soft.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Soft.
right, you play the draw, I got another draw, I'll put my draw on that, and that go to the next person.
Okay, I gotta tell you, I was feeling the board games though. Muggs was trying to pull out the Monopoly. I was like, hold on.
No.
Y'all, man, hold on. Only way we could play Monopoly. Man, first of all, I gotta be the bank. I got the bank. I got to be the banker.
Always.
Do you put all the money in the middle?
Always watch the person that one that the one that always want to run and be the banker. You always watch that person. That person never broke. Like, how you got so much money?
What are you talking about? You landed on my property. Hey, do you put the money in free parking? Like all your fines in free parking?
Of course.
And then you land on, you pick it up?
Yeah.
All right.
Of course.
Hey, man, look.
And then you know you're not supposed to actually put a house or nothing until you get all the whole set. Is the actual rule. But no,
But you gotta put 1, 2, 3, and then get the hotel.
you gotta have all the same colors in order to even build on that.
Yeah.
That's the real rule. But but we don't play it that way.
Huh?
No, as soon as you get that property, you start building.
No,
Man, the white man held it down too long. I ain't waiting till I get all these properties. Now I can't even get back. Now I can't buy property in Monopoly. I gotta get the whole set, huh? I gotta get the whole.
Oh Lord, amen.
But that's the fast way. So as soon as you get it, you can buy property on it. And we don't auction. Like I never knew that until I started playing real Monopoly. Like when you land on that property, if the person that doesn't buy it, then it's supposed to go up for auction.
Wait, what?
Exactly. So in the real game of Monopoly, if you land on Park Place and you don't have enough money to land on Park Place and you don't buy it, what happens is it goes up to like auction for everybody else playing. This is the real Monopoly. Yes.
Oh man, I was thinking like we should here we go again. Like what games do you change the rules to?
Hey.
Like what's the black rules to the games? Hey, we should have black game night. Black board game night where we play with the black rules. Like where you play with the rules. Like we was about to man, first of all, Big Swill was cheating. Let me see. Big Swill was cheating. Man, then Ness and Janess. Look at that. Ness and Janess. They was playing. They was over. Look, we played. I'm not ever. First of all, yesterday was the first time me and Carrie ever played Space together.
Oh no, man! Don't tell me it's one of them girls where you can't play with your girl. Oh no! Hey, don't do it. Don't do it.
I was like, I'm through. I'm not even playing no more. I'm not even. She was
it's a
cutting
girl.
me, dog.
Right. She'll cut you and then let the other people win. Why you ain't cutting? They against us? I'm your partner. Look at me. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead.
And for the record, the bid tournament, I was getting all bid hands yesterday.
Oh, man.
I was getting all bid hands yesterday. First of all, I haven't played board games like that in a minute. That was actually kind of fun to do. So yeah, man, it was shout out to Disbelief. Man, it was. I mean, hey man, black game night, but I want to play with the black. Like, what's your rules to the games? Like, what games do you change the rules to make it more fun? Did y'all ever play Sorry?
Of course.
Okay, I was wondering because I feel like we was the black family that played. So I wonder what the black board games are. Like Yahtzee.
Nah, we really don't. Nah,
you didn't play Yahtzee?
Nah, black.
That's how I learned how to roll the dice.
I was just finna say the only, like in my hood, like if you only got Yahtzee for the dice, like that's all Yahtzee for. Like Yahtzee never had the dice in there. I don't know when the game went down, you knew.
You'd be like, dang, it's supposed to be 5 dice in here.
I know no rules to Yahtzee, but what I do know is 5 dice in there. So I can tell you for sure.
Man, you know what? But that's the like we need that. It's just like good to sit. It's just the thing where there's no place to be for black people to just be like. I feel like it. Just where you could sit and get you a little game of Monopoly on. We should have what games would you play a tournament on? Right. Anyway, I was thinking about that. But anyway, wait, it's the Mace Jackson Show. We've been talking and everything. I ain't even say what's up to my man. DJ Riis the Ruler, how you feeling this morning on the Mace Jackson Show?
And blessed by the best. You already know the rest. Obviously, you are right. I just woke up. I walked in here, and I ain't gonna lie, because I was on FanDuel. So, I did lose one bet, but I did hit another bet. It was just so, weird. So I'm like, man, UC came in there. First, they didn't beat Duke, and they come in there and they beat Kansas. I'm all mad, and I pick up the paper. It was like, Kansas City with national championship. So now I'm like, what? I went to sleep on probably one of the greatest games in college, man. I don't even know what happened.
Hey, man. It was like you looked down and you looked up and you was like, I swear to God, I went to the bathroom and came back and it was like they was back in the game. And can I ask a question? The dude Remy Martin from Kansas, is he black? He Ruthie was bogus yesterday. Talk about all the great kids in the NBA. She was shady for that. Anyway, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mace Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Rule in the building. Riis, we both in here. We locked and loaded. So let's get this soul plane up to 60,000 feet. We are up, and away. And as we've already said it, Kansas Kansas Jayhawks are the new national champions. My daughter went to Kansas.
Really?
Yeah, for a year. Yeah.
Look at that.
I was unimpressed.
You was unimpressed with 4 years?
I was unimpressed with Kansas, the school. She went there for 1 year, and she came on back. She actually is about to finish up online at Kansas, but it was like, Kansas, you chose Kansas over the University of Illinois?
Yeah, man.
No, man. Besides because it's like a commuter school. So it's like when you go there, you like, it's a big old.
Is it big?
It's not like U of I big.
I knew you was going to say. That's
it's like, it's big, but it ain't like when you pull up on U of I now, it's like, for real.
Which part of U of I?
Right. Right.
That's first thing.
Right. You be like, South Campus, North Campus.
It's definitely big. Like
you pull up, right. I tell you, the funniest thing, I always tell this joke, is when Vince Bass, so our kids were going to basketball camp at U of I. And so we turn the corner and we go. And Vince is like, is this all the camp? Are we on, all this is campus? Yeah, I was like, man, and then you like go to a school like Howard and you be like, hold on. Yeah, is that the projects over there?
You go to Eastern.
You be like, Eastern?
One block.
Man, I remember going to Eastern. Like, everybody be like, we going to Eastern. Like, I'm going to tell you, after
Party
one
school.
road, it's not really a party school. Y'all had Hardee's, dog.
See,
like,
but
no,
we didn't go to them parties.
Right.
Like,
I know y'all went to the bar.
Right. Like, to be honest with you, like I said, when I told you when I went there, the Sigmas had the best party for like 2 years. Like, for my freshman year, I don't remember going to any other party but a Sigma party. You know, so
That's
like it was the party school, like for sure. It was small.
Riis, no, Riis. It wasn't the party school.
Yes, it was.
Riis,
Man.
Riis.
You just was. You was.
No.
Riis, you
Riis,
look like I can't party here.
Riis.
Where's my mansion?
Riis. I'm just saying, it wasn't like in your mind. You know, like when the mouse goes and looks in, you know, like on them cartoons, when the mouse go look in the mirror and he be seeing himself as a lion or something. Yeah. That's kind of how when y'all say y'all the party school. Hey. Right? Like, that's like when Southern say they the party school. Yeah, y'all get drunk. Y'all do get drunk.
Carbondale crackers too.
But and again, it's all about standards.
Yeah, I can say you now, like, you know, I gonna come into America, you be like, we're gonna party here. You know, like my son works it. We're gonna party here. This is no place for a king.
That's exactly like after I went to every school once. I think I went to Southern twice just to make sure I didn't ever want to come back. And it's like they swear to God, people would swear to God, oh my God, our school is the greatest. But every weekend, running y'all ass up to U of I, trying to be around our parties, trying to be around because all your favorite people went to U of I. You'd be like, go to U of I and be like, oh, did y'all know they trying to get rid of valedictorians?
Really?
Yeah, they said they're trying to move to the Latin system because people be changing like to summa cum laude, magna cum laude, right, with honors, because they're saying that you can manipulate your grades and take classes. People take classes to get the GPAs.
Right, like bowling and all that.
And all types of stuff to inflate their grades. And instead of doing that, because it cuts so many people out, so doing away with valedictorians, which at first I was like, hold on. Not like I was the valedictorian. But I probably could have been one if I went to the school in the city, though. I know I could have been the valedictorian at Prosser.
I could. Unless you had like a 4.7 or something.
I could have got a 4.7 at Prosser. Yeah. I'm telling you, but I probably would have had to be an SD or something, right?
Black people down there. I know it.
I know, but they was all subjugated. They was all black people. It was black people there, but you know, when y'all had to cross through the thing, they used to be like,
it was really more Polish people in there. Like, if you want to call
what was the Polish gang?
I don't know, but I told you, man, they had their own parking lot. It was called the Polish parking lot, and you could not park in there unless you was Polish. And it was outside at 7 o'clock in the morning, smoking squares, drinking vodka. I kid you not. Like it was a Polish parking lot. No black people. Nobody parked in there unless you was Polish.
Cotton Club was all of. First of all, hold on. See, but you naming stuff from U of I. Like what did y'all have at directional school? AB's East. What did y'all have at directional school? East, West, North, or South? Like again, and better yet, sir, we had academics. And then when we were through with our academics, then we went to go party at our y'all know the U of I land. Y'all used to be like, when y'all got to the school, it was like, come on, man. U of I is like the beacon in the middle.
I was like, Jesus.
Right. Y'all got lost. Like, we be like, y'all be like, what? I remember the first time I went on our quad, and then I went to another quad. And you know who used to swear they was the coldest? The Bermuda Triangle. The northern, what's that? Northern, I call it now the Aurora, Elmhurst, Lamont, Lewis. I'm like, y'all are not fresh. We the freshest. U of I was the freshest, dog. It was. It's like, yeah, like we had a stadium. We had professional stuff.
Northern was the
Q capital.
I don't know what it was. Northern did not impress me. They talked. I went there one time, and because it was so close to home, I drove home.
Man, I did that before. Northern,
that bad.
Hey, man, I had 2 bad experiences at Northern. One, I got just overserved, and the other one was when we got into the brawl with. We didn't. That's not when we got into the brawl, but that's where the Jim Jones, Cameron, Big Swill, Mays, Jack kind of clash occurred, and they stole some money, and but Northern, shout out to my man Fred Harris though, who is out there now, my Green Beret military. Oh, he ain't Green Beret, he's a Ranger. Shout out to Fred, he trying to get his show together. Anyway, y'all, I don't know what the heck I'm talking about right now, but it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Ruler. Y'all better stop the players ball. First of all, again, in the cornfield. Like, did you go to the school where they partied in the trailers? Like, if you from Southern, then you really, like, anybody who went to Southern and partied in a trailer park, you really better not ever, don't even let U of I come out your mouth. I never forget. I was like, wait, where are we going?
Yeah, I did that too down there.
Okay. Don't get me talking about y'all schools. Don't get, first of all right, Freaknik, no. First of all, everybody drove through Southern to get to Freaknik. Anyway, man, what was the best school in the state? Like, where did you have what school you think had the most fun? I would represent, like, I just think that U of I, like, everybody came to U of I. Like, y'all came for our step show, because our step show was off the chain. Because y'all, first of all, y'all didn't have any auditoriums. Y'all had, like, what was y'all auditorium? Exactly. Look at that. You ain't have Follinger. When y'all came in, we had tickets.
We didn't have an auditorium.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No.
You're right.
I know you didn't.
We did our step show on the stage at a gym.
In a gym. That's what I'm talking about. A gym. It was probably the intramural gym at that. Y'all didn't even have, y'all only had one gym.
No, we had 2, but it was in a small gym, though.
Yeah.
I think my first year I won, we was in a big gym, but from that time on, we was only in a small gym. With the
party at the party school.
At the party school.
Eastern the party. Yeah, okay. Look, let's take a quick break. Man, they don't even got an airport in Eastern. We had to go to. They don't even got a train stop at Eastern. You got to take the. Look at that. Greyhound don't even stop at Eastern.
I hate that too.
You got to go to Mattoon.
Yeah, that's right.
And then, no, come on, man. First of all, no. Okay, let's stop. Look, Riis. I don't even know how we got here. But I need for y'all to just be clear. Let's just be clear. Beyond Bolingbrook being the greatest high school, Tyrone Muhammad even came here and told y'all. I was like, man, I went there, I couldn't even believe it was high school, yo.
Tell the kids, keep your hands in your pocket. I know y'all want to take some dirt back with you. The grass is a different color on the other side.
You must admit that U of I was the greatest college in Illinois. Come on, man. All right, Joe, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Look at my boy. See, U of I was so cold that brother Anthony Muhammad was Tony Rome. we like when he be like, brother, he be like, hello, I'm Brother Anthony. That was my man Tony Rowe. Look, man, don't get me started talking. We ain't even supposed to be reminiscing about college right now. We got business to talk about. So look, let's take a quick break, and then after this, I can't believe Riis said Eastern was the party school.
How far did y'all ever get in like any sports? Did y'all ever win anything and you was there?
What you mean?
Like a national championship the whole time you was there?
Did you?
No, I'm asking you. Like I'm not trying to be like funny.
Okay, I'm just checking because I was there the year after the fly. I was there for the Flying Illini. Right, so Kendall we didn't win a national championship, but I was there, and I was there when U of I was a bowl contender every single year. That's when we had. I was there for Jeff George.
Okay.
Then I was there for Jason Verduzco, Dana Howard, Kevin Hardy, Simeon Rice. All of them were there. Man, bro, we was cold. Hey, homie. Again. Let me just say this.
We had Pookie. We had Lil Ray right down the street.
Y'all actually had Ray Buchanan though,
yeah.
Right? So look, I mean, y'all, Easton got a decent football legacy, right? You had the what's my man Sean Payton.
And Tony.
Then you got Tony Romo, and then you had Ray Buchanan.
Yeah.
Ray Buchanan, one of the best safeties that ever played the game. I ain't tripping. His dad used to, but you know where he moved to though, right? Bolingbrook. All right, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
And now, traffic and weather.
Yo, who said devotion had to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, I want. He's making me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. God's gonna turn it around.
Come all the way with me.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:38 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area traffic and weather report as we head over to the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop. 23 minutes, 19 minutes outbound to O'Hare, while on the Edens, both directions will be 30 minutes inbound and outbound. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 36 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 27, while on the Stevenson, from I-355 to the Dan Ryan will be 42 minutes, 30 minutes outbound. The Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 36 minutes, 26 minutes to I-80. Or the Dan Ryan is 16 minutes to the Loop, 12 minutes to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive, north and south is 8 minutes in both directions. And today's weather is currently 39 and cloudy. Today will be a high of 52 with a low of 41. I'm Riis the Ruler. Happy Tuesday here on The Mace Jackson Show.
To the grave, from the grave. Glory to Gethsemane, to the grave, from the grave. Back to glory. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come all the way with me. Don't leave me now. Come all the way with me. Oh, please. God's gonna turn it around. God's gonna turn it around.
Come back.
God's gonna turn it around.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, the ruler, who went to the Lehman School in Illinois. You might, you know what, y'all might have ranked. Let me see. In directional schools. Okay, so let's put U of I number 1. That's the crown jewel. Then let's say, what's the number 2 school?
All right, no shade. I got to get to Southern Carbondale.
I think people would say that even though Carbondale is lame.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but y'all partied in the cornfield, but I'll give y'all that on the height.
We got to be third. Like we got to be next.
You're not third. No.
We
You
definitely better than Western. You saying directional schools.
Right, directional.
We are better than Western, better than North.
So I got to give and maybe I'll put I State at 2. I think I State.
Nah, they ain't directional.
They count. They count. It's U of I, then it's the rest of y'all.
Oh.
So let me say, okay, so I say U of I State.
Nah, Carbondale is better than I State, man. Carbondale better than I State.
I State is a little bit more civilized. At least Carbondale, man, I'm telling you, you can't be in the top 2 just because they party in the trailer parks. I mean, black people in the trailer park. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. As college students, they training you up wrong. I'm just saying. So let's go with I State. Plus, they had a, next best chapter of Sigmas too. But okay, I'll let that be. Then we'll put SIUC. Right? We don't even count Edwardsville. Do we count Edwardsville? Edwardsville is tier 3. They like a D3 school. So then you got, who goes next? Then Western.
We not
Northern we forgot Northern.
You're not finna put Northern or Western over us.
First of all, Riis.
Northern, you can't even party past 1 o'clock.
Riis, y'all was in the cornfields, man.
I can't.
Okay, I'll put Northern at 4.
I ain't going no lower than top 3.
Oh God. We're going to have a post. Was Eastern really a party school?
Yeah,
like,
y'all tell this man. He went that one time. He was doing a bad week.
Hell, man. I remember the people from Eastern didn't want to be at Eastern. They used to always be up at our school. That's okay, though. I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all be tripping, man. All right, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Rank the schools in Illinois for black people. Where's Chicago State fit? Chicago State might be, for black people, it might be above Eastern. Because, in the summer, it might be above Carbondale, because in the summertime, right, Chicago State used to be the spot, right? So it's got to be like maybe Chicago State 2. Then Southern 3. Then Northern 4. Then maybe Eastern 5 and Western 6. Macomb. Oh, we forgot I State. I State.
Hey, you put them at 3rd or something already. Now you ain't forget the Bone Yard. I think
the Bone Center. Boo. Yeah, we're gonna go to the Bone Center. Do you know that at the Bone Center? Do you remember when the Bone Center when the girl got shot? Well, I'm not gonna tell you the story then. Anyway. The Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. We were just having the college rankings. Are we clear, though, that U of I was number 1? Are we clear?
We can say that.
Okay, thank you. The rest of y'all could. We'll leave that to the people. But just bow down to the greatest. It's like, y'all know y'all came to our school and was like, dang.
Like, oh, it's big.
Yeah, I was like, I wish I could have went.
You know how, man, less is more. It's plenty of
That's what they tell y'all.
Yeah.
That's what they tell you till you got more, right? Right? Y'all be like, they be like, y'all eat these. Y'all, please eat more of our. Y'all be having. Y'all have fish sticks. Y'all cafeteria food was like baked. We had like soul food Sundays. We had Asian zing. We had steak nights.
Yeah, we had that though.
Like what we had where you could go and they would make you could pick your kind of steak. You want a ribeye, you want a T-bone, and it'd be like straight up.
Yeah, we had steak night, but you had to it was like reserved dining. So like they made it to like where you had to like reserve it in order to like get there. So you couldn't just like come in there. Like if you didn't like reserve seating, then you couldn't eat it. And they had like steaks and all type of like a fancy menu.
See, again, Riis. They just was like steaks for everyone. I mean, we didn't ration the food at U of I. They didn't say just one.
Made it feel exquisite, like it taught us how to, make reservations.
Yeah, how to use a knife and fork.
You know what I'm saying? How to make reservations.
How to make look at your school. They taught you how to. Ain't that like home ec from high school, man? Okay, I got it. I got it. Reese's Prosser. I got it. Prosser. I understand perspective, man. From Prosser to Eastern, I get it. I get it, dog. I get it. It's all good, man. It's the Mace Jackson Show. Why y'all tripping on me? Hold on. Let me see what's going on. Uh-oh. Tyrone Muhammad got the local support your local weed man shop and CBD hemp products to be grown and sold by people who served. Look at Tyrone always trying to do his thug thistle. All right, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that, but Tyrone is in Block Club Chicago talking about the support your local weed man shop and CBD hemp products. I was, hold on, is it address on him? He wants to open it up, the first cannabis-related shop on East 51st Street. Shout out to my man Ty Wizzle doing this thing, y'all. Also, we got to keep an eye on that trial. Don't forget, we're also going down to Springfield. We making it a delegation. And we gonna have to tell the limo company. We're gonna have to get some of them ads sponsored. I didn't realize it wasn't no. Let me stop. Anyway, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mace Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Ruler in the building. U of I is the greatest school in the state of Illinois. Gotta say what's up to the people you know what? Have I been neglecting y'all? My sincerest apologies to the Saints, WBGX 1570 AM, who join us every day at 6:30. They go from 6:30 to 8. Thank y'all for joining us. You can listen to us on WBGX 1570 AM or the TuneIn app. Give us a call at 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. You got something on your mind? You need us to put you on the prayer line?
It's just James, man. Just
hey, James nasty. You got to say James for 8 o'clock.
Right, 8 o'clock.
Say James, James Turner only after 8 o'clock.
He called it, man.
He was like, I had mashed potatoes, but let me tell you about that one time.
Actually, I got the mashed potatoes because this girl, she had something that was mashed potatoes. Like, come on, man.
Oh God. All right, y'all. Let me get the rest of these headlines real quick. Did you hear about the mayor's do-it-yourself security plan? Riis, they giving away Ring cameras. The city is so unsafe that they are now giving you up to $450 to install cameras on your house. They're giving you up to $100 per light bulb. It's going down, bro. Riis, I see you already, Riis.
You know,
I see you, Riis. I'm wondering how much you think, if I can get the cameras, how much you gonna sell the cameras? Man. But this time they doing a voucher program. I think the mayor thinks it's Christmas in July.
She trying to, start doing stuff for, it's that election time, and she trying to, do some little stuff.
She doing the Christmas.
Yeah,
Remember that time I had bought your?
Yeah, man, I gave you some lights.
How much she got to do to get? How much? First of all, how much do the mayor got to give away to make y'all forget? Cause I'm gonna tell y'all, I've been talking to some of y'all, and y'all, I'm gonna tell you, I still think people are still. This is what I will, until y'all prove me wrong. We as black people are oftentimes so happy just to be acknowledged that we will forget the fact that they've been playing us all this time. I promise you. I swear, I have watched brothers who have gotten played for like the last 3 years, and now she talking to people, and they like, oh. Now, I want to know how much does it take to go, though. You going to have to do better than Ring cameras for me, right? But we'll figure that out. Did you see Republicans, Mitt Romney and Lisa Murkowski are going to vote for Ketanji Brown Jackson. Shout out to my man Anthony Jackson. I saw him. Did you see Anthony Jackson? Did y'all see Jonathan Jackson at the Ketanji Brown Jackson joint? Hey man, that was a power play.
Yeah.
Where you see it at? On social?
No. I was just saying, like, yeah, that was a power play right there.
That was a power play. I was like, how you get in the room, dog? Hey man, did we talk about him afterwards? Like we talked about dude.
Everybody was with him, like they did, and then like a lot of folks in the den said, like, okay, like I like him. They was saying, no theatrics, no tape, no chips.
So we still got to see 17. We still got like 15 more people. Somebody just hit me up in my inbox and said they want to come be on the show. I want to interview all the congressional candidates. But we got to ask the question. You saw, though, my man, he tried to skate, and then he came on back and was just like, nope.
What's my favorite question to just ask when you ask about the undocumented immigrants? I have not seen one person to actually say they're against it, but they wiggle away. Well, you know what? First things first, we got to make sure that us as a people are, you know what I'm saying? Like, they always know how to, you know what I'm saying? Like, make
They
a way.
practicing, Riis. They practicing because they know it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope, and it's like our fear. That's why I played that clip of old boy yesterday, right? It was like I really wasn't talking about Columbus. It was about the unabashed willingness to just be like, "Hey, Joe, we don't care. It's about us." Like it really didn't have anything to do with Columbus. It really was just about the fact that they was like, "No, we not apologizing. We not negotiating. This is what we own." Call us racist, call us whatever you want to call us. This is what we own. So, yeah, I'm just telling you. So we're going to try and get the rest of those congressional candidates in here. Plus, I'm supposed to be talking to Richard Boykin. You think Tony Preckling is going to come talk to us?
Doubt it.
Dang.
I'm trying to get Richard Irvin in here, man.
Hey, man. Ooh, did you see the commercials they did on Richard Irvin? We're going to talk about that because it's like, yesterday, I could not remember the name. Thank you to everybody who told me it was Willie Horton. They are Willie Hortoning your boy.
Because they know that, I don't know, like, why is it so frowned upon when you think of it? It's like black Republicans, like, ooh, like it's so frowned upon. So they know if they make commercials about that, like, you're a vote for a black Republican?
Nah, wait till you see these commercials, though. I feel like the commercials are like the Democrats being racist. Like, I feel like it's like if that was done to a white candidate, Democrats would be screaming racism. I feel like they're literally... Man, it's crazy. We're going to play the commercials, though, because you know how I love to play the commercials. So we're going to play us some commercials today. Now, I don't know if it's any rewind points. Well, you know I ain't going to be able to get past that. Looks like me and thinks like us. But then when you play this other commercial, it tick me off, and it be like, now, see, that's when you done went too far.
How you doing?
You done went. Now, see, you could have left well enough alone and let us, but then like, here go my thing. They're running the spots as if, so JB cannot say he didn't do it. But, like, is this how y'all be talking when y'all don't think we know? Like, because the commercials aren't for us, so we're really not supposed to see them. They're really only putting them in for the white people. So I want to ask the Democrat, I want to ask the DGA, is this what we on now? Like, and it's not... Like, they used the Democratic Governors Association, which to me, like, use a different name. But don't be like I don't know that. So they're trying to figure out how do they attack a black man as Democrats. And you see how they're doing it, right? Because they can't overtly do it because we could cut, like, but I still feel like, hey, Joe, y'all running up on that line.
I got to see it.
Y'all running up on the line. Like, y'all running up on the line. And it's like if it was down south, you'll be like, if that was a white person, right? If the person... So anyway, we're going to talk about that too. war crimes in Ukraine. Have you been seeing these videos and pictures, man? It's kind of crazy. They got pictures of people like tied up, shot dead. Like imagine going to the grocery store, you riding your bicycle, and then they just shoot you. Like they saying it ain't no. It's like, but you know what was interesting? Did you hear when Jonathan Jackson was like, you know, we're looking at this in a 10-year, and they're looking at it like from 1,000 years, and it's like it's all the crazy stuff. Speaking of Russia, man, I want to know what does it take to be like a Russian. How would you be able to tell if somebody was a Russian spy?
Well, you shouldn't be able to tell that that's a good spy. I don't know.
Like, what you know what an asset is? Like, you ever watch the spy movies, and it's like they have people in the country that they may not be spies, but they be like asset. I want to know, how could you tell if somebody was a spy, or like because do you think there are Russian assets in? Like, do you think there are Russian like
people that is like
that work for Moscow? You think it's any in Chicago?
For sure. I do believe it's spies everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, everywhere. In the government, for sure. Like, I do believe that is. Come on, man. Like, you got to, like, get in there, infiltrate. Yeah, I definitely believe that it's spies in every part of the government, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it's like spies like in Cook County government or something like that? You think they get, how low you think they get? Like, what would your job be if you was like a spy in government? You work for the other people.
I mean, you're supposed to, like, obtain information as much as you can and, like, give it back. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, some people be, hey, man, go work this campaign, you know what I'm saying? But will tell me what they doing and all this. And, yeah, man, I believe it's spies and, like, a lot of, especially, I believe that the U.S. probably has the most spies.
Okay. Well, I want to know, like, what would be a clue for somebody being a Russian, like, spy? Like, how do you get mad at the United States to be I'm talking about not like a United States person being a Russian.
I don't know. That's a good one.
Hey, man, we're going to talk about that too.
Find out.
I know. Y'all like, what the hell is he talking? Look, man, I'm going to tell y'all. I was reading a spy story the other day, and it made me think about a lot of things after I read it. I was like, wait a minute. Is this possible? Do y'all really think it's possible to have a spy? Like, do you think it's possible to be like, do you think Russia be watching us? Do you think the Russians watch the Mace Jackson show? They be in the comments on YouTube.
We got to get this mess.
That's Vidania. Okay.
See what's in it for the Russians.
All right. I wanted to investigate our Russian connections in Chicago. Like especially with this war in Ukraine. Because did you see Anthony Anderson he had a Smirnoff commercial? I thought that was real bogus. That during the Grammys, Anthony Anderson had a Smirnoff commercial. Now, I know Smirnoff is made in Des Plaines. But it's like, you going to make the black dude walk out here and be the black Russian?
Spy.
I'm going to tell y'all. I be thinking there's some Russian spies among us. I'm going to have to find that out. All right. Riis, we trying to tell people, get on the bus. Get on the bus. Get on the bus. We're having a delegation. I don't think it's a Springfield takeover. So what people are saying is, man, we got to work. That's all right. We going. We're going to Springfield on Thursday. So we're going to be getting on the bus, headed to Springfield. Tennille and Ruthie are broadcasting on Friday live. I won't be here. I'll be celebrating my 50th anniversary of my chapter, the greatest chapter at the greatest school, Epsilon Xi chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. And for all of the black activists out there who are like, that's the... Hey, man, don't be hating on the bros. We'll be down there. Riis, did you know what would you do if I told you had electronic monitoring and you get 2 days off?
What is that?
So if you have electronic monitoring now, so say you suspended and the judge gives you a suspended, says you get, instead of going to jail, you get electronic monitoring.
Oh, you talking about like the band on your leg. Okay.
Now, you know what that mean, right? You're supposed to get that band, and that mean instead of going to jail, you got to stay in the house.
Right, or they can like track your movement. Yeah, I got you.
Do you know you get 2 days off now?
You get 2 days off what?
2 days.
Like they come and take the band off you.
No,
for
you
2
got
days?
2 days though, where they got to turn it off, and you get to just go do what you got to do.
That's a setup.
Riis, it's called
A setup. I just told you.
It's called Essential Movement. No, it's 2 days a week in which if you are on electronic monitoring, you can use those 2 days where they don't monitor you for essential movement. So if you got to go grocery shopping or you got to do whatever. What you think about that? I think that's kind of crazy.
I think it's a setup. Now now they supposed to turn it off for them 2 days, right? Now if somebody go do something else,
Riis, you already what you gonna go do? So this is my point. So you already on lockdown, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna go do something else?
Because I got them 2 days and they ain't tracking me.
Riis,
so that's what
you don't. But it doesn't click to you that
that's what
I'm on
you.
electronic monitoring right now for trouble.
I'm not on electronic monitoring because these are my 2 days. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you, that's what they gonna think. And they ain't gonna go in there and be like, how you know I was there? Because I got the monitor on, but it's supposed to be off. So how that lawsuit gonna go? I'm just saying. But there's like, why is my ankle monitor off for 2 days? That's weird.
That's weird, about that.
Though.
It's called essential. We gotta get the public defender back in here. Look, man, if you on electronic monitoring for murder and they give you 2 days off,
that's what I'm like.
What you gonna do in them 2 days?
That's what I'm saying. Them 2 days is too.
I'm trying to find the witnesses.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's like, what are you doing them 2 days?
We're gonna talk about this when we come back too. I mean, we're gonna talk about this because I don't know what they be thinking. Like the criminal justice reform, did they reform it too much, or am I just because did you know next year there will be no cash bail?
So
like
none. Bail out.
You either jail, it's jail or not.
The jail or I bond, that's it, huh?
Right.
So wait a minute. So you can't bond out no more?
No, you won't. If you either going or you not.
But if I go, I can't. So
you either going. It's a jailable offense, and we don't believe you. Like if you come, it's either in or out, no cash.
So you can't bond out. That they gonna decide if you staying or going.
Ain't no bond out.
That don't even make no sense.
That mean you ain't going. That mean you ain't going. You got to be doing something so crazy. Because the whole point is they say that the only reason people can't bond out is because they can't afford to get the justice they pay for. So we're gonna talk. Like, do you think it's people that don't need to bond out?
For sure.
Even if they didn't commit a murder.
Well, you know what? When you put it into that instance, then I believe that then nobody can go because of you innocent until proven guilty.
Well, but then so it's your risk. Because it's kind of crazy, right? Like they set the bond. So you're right, innocent until proven guilty. So either either you're a danger or you not. So do you think like a person that commits armed robbery but don't kill nobody? Well, that probably would be. But like, what? Look, man, ain't no bail, ain't no cash bail. You either in or out. 2023.
That's crazy.
Is it crazy or is it just what we think? I mean, you say innocent until proven guilty. So we're gonna talk about it all a little bit later because this is kind of crazy. But it's the Maze Jackson. It's like it's reshaping how we think about crime, though.
It is. It definitely is reshaping how you think about crime because now, like, you're like, hey, I go there. I know I'm gonna sit down for this, or something because, like, like I know somebody that used to do a crime. Be like, I know I can bond out. You know what I'm saying? For 500, you just like bond out. Now it's like, all right, if I do this, I sit down for this. So like, it's just that big gap, and then it's like bad because as a criminal, like sometimes you can be having your case can be for like months. So just imagine you doing a case and it's going on for like a year and a half, and you beat the case.
I mean, but that happened now.
But think about time in jail, and I could have been out.
Yeah, but they do that now. I mean, how many times you heard somebody get lost in the county? Look, we're gonna talk about all of this stuff, Riis, after we come back, because it's the Maze Jackson Show, and once again, we ain't doing nothing on the paper, but it's all good. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
What's up, Chicago? This is your man, Maze Jackson, host of the Maze Jackson Show. You hear me every single day ask the question, what's in it for the black people? Well, finally, y'all, we've got an answer, and it's called the Black People First Party. Meet us every second Saturday of the month from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at TP, located at 5401 South Wentworth, Unit 17E. That's in the mall at the 55th and the Dan Ryan. And you join us every second Saturday of the month where we are taking our politics black. We'll teach you everything you need to know about the game, from how to collect a petition to how to knock on a door to even how to become the next mayor of the city of Chicago. That's right, y'all. It is the Black People First Party. Meet us every second Saturday of the month, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at TP, located at 5401 South Wentworth in the mall at 55th and the Dan Ryan. And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said. This is a black people thing you wouldn't even understand.
Maze Jackson.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things, what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. But won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale? Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay this fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Oh, yeah. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there? Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things, what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there?
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
What's in it for the black people? 'Cause economically we are not road. Waking up to life, can't toast no more. I told y'all, yeah, this a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis and Ruthie and Ty, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect, you oppressed, it's all wrong.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Ruler. That was Valerie for my boy Joshua. Shout out to Joshua, turned 12 today. Probably somewhere listening on his way to school in the car with his mama. Shout out to Sister Erica Burton. Happy birthday, Joshua. Man, get your birthday. It's your birthday. We got to get the black. Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy. Is there other words to that? Or is it just happy birthday? Happy birthday.
That's it.
He wrote the heck about that. How much you think he get off that?
A lot. Happy birthday to. They go happy. Look to you. See, look. That's it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. You know what? I think it is actually words to that song. I think it. Now I'm starting to. I think it is.
It's
words.
Time to get it in.
Yeah. See, I think it is.
This song over here.
Something like that. But I think it. You know how black people say they can just
Put it, right? I don't know the words. Happy birthday. That's when everybody starts. Happy birthday to you. Right? That's how people be singing the second verse of Lift Every Voice. They be loud on the first verse. Second verse, they be like, Stony the road we truck. It be, yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I knew the first three. I used to know all three. When we pledged, we had to do all three. I ain't gonna lie. I felt kind of shamed at Will Calloway's when they bought. You know who was singing too? Lisa. She busted down too. She broke it down. I didn't know she could sing like that. She sang up some stuff. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Happy birthday to Joshua. Celebrating his 12th birthday. If any of my shorties out there listening, celebrating any birthdays, y'all parents better tell us so we can give them. Because I know they be like, can we listen to some music on the way to school, please? Right? So if your youngins have to listen to the Maze Jackson Show, the least we could do is give them a birthday shout out. And while I'm giving shouts out, I gotta say what's up to my wonderful niece, the Rego Babo, who is now. Hey man, Rego Babo fresh around here. Done got turned into a teenage on us. And I was just thinking she probably be looking at us like, y'all are so lame. And, we think we are so fresh. But love you, Rego Babo. Have a great day at the school today. Shout out to Valley View 365. I still can't believe you go to Hubert H. Humphrey, though. Humphrey. All right. Riis. Let me see. We skipped the paper. I'm going to go backwards. Riis, why don't you do me a favor? Hit the button. I want to get the big voice real quick because I'm going to do the social media question of the day.
It's time for the social media question of the day.
How much does social influence matter? I want you to give us a call at 872-259-7474. And I want you to tell me, how much does social influence matter? I remember about 10 years ago, or might have been like 12 years ago now, I asked people could social media make a difference in an election? And I was, quite frankly, I was laughing. I was laughed off the platform. Like, people were like, there's no way social media, this was 12 years ago. No way social media let's do the rest of social media. I asked them, would social media ever matter, and could it change an election? That was 12 years ago, in 2010. And now it almost seems as though you can't win an election without social media. And I was starting to think about, is social media becoming a right? What triggered this question was Elon Musk. Did you see Elon Musk bought 9% of Twitter over the last week? He spent $3 billion to get 9% of it. He now owns 4 times the amount of the stock than the owner. And he bought it during the time when he has complained about free speech, or the ability to have free speech, and the fact that Twitter and social media platforms, he believes, limit free speech. Now, it was interesting to me because when they opened up the article, in the caption, they said, Elon Musk, who has 80 million Twitter followers. And it got me to thinking, how much does social influence matter? And I want y'all to tell me. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. How much does social influence matter? Riis, there was a time when I used to say that the platform is the people who own its platform, and you have to abide by their rules. But more and more and more, I'm starting to believe that, as it has been woven into our lives, that there is, I think about how many people I know get put in Facebook jail for saying what they say. And I think about half the time that I see them is because they're expressing an opinion about their circumstances or surrounding, and some mythological algorithm or person has the right to kill your voice. But is it really your voice? And how much, is it right that Facebook can put you in jail? Is it right that the platforms can determine what you say? And it's interesting because a lot of it now is revolving around the Capitol riots. But was that a cause of did social media cause that? Or was it an opportunity for people to communicate with the same ideas? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Does social media matter, really? I think people would like to say they don't care, but I think it does. It's interesting because I have stopped posting as frequently as I used to. And now people be like, man, what's wrong? You okay? I don't see you as much. But the reality is you really didn't see me before. And do you have to maintain social media to be relevant in a broader sense? Does the amount of followers you have make a difference? Or is it what those followers are willing to do that makes a difference? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Have you been influenced by social? Who influences you by social? Can social media change your actions, or does it shape your opinions? And then my question is, through whose eyes, and can they shape your opinion? Did anybody see that show on Netflix when they was like, add a little, they haven't clicked, add a little tension over here, throw a little. Can you be relevant without social media in today's world? And where do you have a voice? Now I think like this. What I do think is that Donald Trump was able to avoid his message being censored by the media and he had the ability to reach 80 million people with just a few, Elon Musk. But right? So let me ask you a question. Like, Riis, do you get information, understand? Like, how important is social media influence to you? Do you have to have social media to be relevant these days?
Depending on, I mean, if you want to be like socially relevant to where people know you, but in order to like make it out there, like you really don't have to have social media. But in a world today, if you're doing something you want to like get the word out there, social media is definitely a good platform to reach, multiple people. So I think in today's world right now, social media, it isn't a must, but at the same time, it is a must if you're trying to like promote your stuff and get it out there. So yeah.
It's funny because I'm looking at relevant to whom. I think it's to your community. See, I think that how do people find out about stuff if it's not social media? Like, they don't do flyers anymore.
True, see.
I mean, when you find out where you're going, where do you find out? Like, where do you get your information? It's funny. I was thinking about when we used to do some of the shows with some of the older people here, and they would come in with their flyers. Like, right? Like, how many times do you see, like, our community activists, not our community activists, but, like, the older activists trying to print out flyers and pass them out and still trying to, and people be like, it's like, fam, where your graphic? And I guess my question is, who is relevant without social media besides Jay-Z? Now, you may say relevant to who, but I would say that everybody finds their own community. Does that make sense? So, like in my universe, I got the black activists or freedom fighters, let's call them that. And so there's a voice there. And those people that are tuned into those things. But how do you without social media, how are you relevant? And can they end your relevance by jailing you? Should they have the ability to mute your voice? Is it your fault that 50 million people follow you or believe you? And is social media the cause of that? I just thought it was crazy that Elon Musk decided that they said that they did not want to. Elon Musk said that he felt like they were stifling his freedom of speech. But it's like, cuz, you on their platform. And so are the platforms now utilities? Right? Like, could the world survive without social media? How would you communicate? How would you interact? I was thinking about, how do you become relevant without social? Like, you can have 6 people that will come to your talk, but if you don't have a base or a social following, you really are not relevant. Yes or no? Unless you have a larger platform that allows you to usurp, that the media reports on you. But even the media is now going to social. What's the matter, Reese? You look stressed.
Oh no, I'm over here thinking, and I think you're right. Like a lot of the places that I actually went to or like go to lately, I kind of find on TikTok like a hidden gem. You know, I'm looking and oh, this is a cool place, and then I go to it. But like, man, I probably would have never went to this place or known of this place if it wasn't for just watching like a TikTok, like social media. So I definitely believe in 2022 to be like relevant. If you want to be like relevant, known, you know, like if that's your goal, then yeah, you have to be with social media. Like if you're trying to like reach people and everything, it's definitely social media.
Okay. You know the difference. What's the difference between the platforms?
Which ones?
Like TikTok, Twitter, Facebook.
It's kind of all you like.
Facebook for the old people.
Yeah, I guess. See, the reason why I say Facebook is for the old people because it's been out and that's where a lot of the older people are at. So you know, so that's why people say Facebook for the old people. People use YouTube for like podcasts and like videos and stuff like that. When you look at TikTok is like mainly like short dances, short clips. You know, like if you want to like try to be known for something or you think you're funny. You know, if you want to do like a small piece, you know, it's kind of like like short. Like graphs, you know, for like TikTok, it's kind of like a short watch graphs. When you look at Instagram is supposed to be like the number one platform, I guess, you know. So yeah, like IG is supposed to be it. So like IG is where you can, it's like all about the stories and like the IG and you know like the little pictures and that's so like each of them has its own job and whatnot. Like like TikTok, I mean like no, not TikTok. Twitter is supposed to be like all the texting and stuff like that. So you're supposed to like. What's on your mind goes on TikTok. You know, when you want to text something, you go to like a TikTok for that. It's like not TikTok, Twitter for that. So each of them holds its own value in a certain way, you know. So like you won't go to Twitter looking for videos. You'll turn on TikTok for that. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you want to promote something or look what's going on, probably Instagram. You know, you want to do something, and then if you want to go and holler at your family and friends and see where everybody at. It's Facebook. So each of them has their own way of working.
Okay. So I guess, can you be relevant without social media is my question. And how much does the social influence matter? I would be honest with you and tell you that I don't think that I would be close to where I am or know most of the people that follow us if it weren't for social media. There are so many people that I see out. Like, man, yesterday I was at Costco. And the brother was like, hey, man, Maze Jackson. Man, you used to work with Victor Riis and all them. And, man, you did a lot of damage to our people. I be like, how did I do the damage to the people? Like, it was already a system in place. And you know what drives me nuts sometimes, though? When I tell y'all stuff. And then y'all be trying to use it against me. I told you. I redeemed myself. Did you redeem yourself? Hey, what was your championship moment? Boy. I'm here to tell you. I done told y'all since day one, I am a lobbyist. Did I ever lie about that? Is anybody confused about that? Like, you don't have no ahas because I tell you. Jesus. Anyway, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Riis. Just think, I wouldn't know about you if it wasn't for social media. We wouldn't have week 304 Wednesdays.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's right.
See? I'm just telling you. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Look, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the do-it-yourself security plan that the mayor's got. Plus, Riis, I do want to understand, what you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about essential movements first, or you want to talk about the Ring cameras? Let's talk about essential movements, because I really do want to understand, Riis. If I put you on house arrest, ain't that the gift? Ain't that your essential movement? Your essential movement is you can walk around your house.
And in some cases, not every time, because you seen people outside on the house arrest band. So sometimes you can just get out and just have to wear the band, like you don't have to stay home.
They saying if you on home confinement, you get 2 days.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy to me. You're supposed to get time to leave. All right, we need to go find you a job, or need to do this from 6 to.
I thought home confinement was jail at the house.
Yeah, but you can still get movement though. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're looking for a job or something, you can tell them I'm looking for a job, and they're like, all right, at 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. is your movement.
Okay, but do you think you should get 2 days off? We're gonna talk about that when we come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I don't. Hey Riis, and then no cash bail.
They got weekend.
Man, can you pick your days?
Right.
Man, I want Saturday and Sunday off. Joe, take this bad boy off on Saturday and Sundays. Turn it off.
You got what they got, like little time sheets. You got to pick based off your crime.
We got to figure that out. Plus, Riis, no cash bail. Like, you in or you out. So I feel like it's you. Like, if you didn't murder or armed rob or rape someone, you out. Ain't no bail. You just back. Is there anything you should be held in jail for if you didn't rape, rob, or pillage somebody though? Is there any crime worthy of having to sit in jail for? Let's talk about that. Because I mean, if you didn't kill somebody, you didn't rape them, and you didn't rob them, is there any reason for them to be in jail until they get convicted? I don't know, man. I think we so used to locking people up. But hold on. If you've been in my garage twice, we got to come up with something. Because if you're going to keep on coming back until they get you.
See, like, that's my thing. Like, then what? Like, oh, I know I can do this crime because I know I'm going to get out.
All right, let's get the Maze Jackson Show. Let's get it cracking. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
Uh-oh, what's in it for the black people? I want to know, is there an offensive black people list? Who manages it, and do black people have to honor it?
Maze. You're Uncle Tom. That's why you're an offensive. And the reason why you're Uncle Tom is the real story of Uncle Tom. How he worked for his freedom, and then the slave master reneged on him and wouldn't let him get his freedom. So you know what he did? He left. You're messing with the church's money. You were smart enough to work your way off, so you offended the white folks, and then you offended the black folks because your ass left, and because they wouldn't. And who manages the left is both black folks and white folks, because if you see in that situation, the black folks is just as mad as the white slave owner that Uncle Tom left.
What happens if you say that and someone gets offended?
You ran off the plantation, brother. That's why you're offensive. That's all I got, brother. Keep being offensive.
Thank you.
Maze Jackson.
I love being black. Do you love being black? Yeah, I love being black. Hey. I do this for my people all across the globe. Hey, it's break. The skin I'm in fit me fine, tailor-made, yeah, I'm comfortable. And so it seems I'm still chasing my dreams. They told me, watch my steps, they want to pull the rug from under you. This is transparency, my life 3D. You live every word that I utter, reporting live from the gutter. Where the mind's hard to change, but we don't give up on our brothers and sisters. Cause we all need one another. The time's getting closer, revolution, feel it coming. I can smell it in the air. Inhale it, let it embody you. Because chances are the cops pull you over, they body you. Plus we don't trust each other, so there's just another obstacle. Why jump hurdles to make a change? It ain't optional. Olympian mindset in this booth with my binoculars. I see my vision getting clear, just as what a prophet do. My music touch the people's soul, black power gospel tune. So many styles, watch me kick them like they soccer moves. Falling rank and file, this is my platoon. Soldiers at attention, ain't no Willie lynching. This the program, who they think they kidding? Reinvent the system, total reconstruction of our mental stigma. This ain't a game, boy. Still they think I'm talking about Nintendo's, that's a shame, boy. Augment reality, better fix your brain, boy. I love my people, hope they love me black. I'm going hard and ain't no holding back. Watch me react, I put my fist up in the skies like a beacon for believers that one day we return to our greatest sin. We seek it all the glory we can obtain and keep reaching. I'm painting this picture, I hope you see it. Just what the theme is. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud, man. I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Hey. Well, how about you to sing these tunes too? Customize for you a little something you can groove to. Feeling good about yourself. Melanated mood muse. Always service humble pie. We don't care about who's who. Light brown or dark skin. This right here's for you too. We are the gods of the earth. Living proof truth. Say it loud if you black and proud. I salute you and that's a fact. Where you at? Let me hear you say it back. I love being black. We
turning up. Why I love being black. Say it loud. Man, I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Hey. Super melanation.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Rule on the ones and twos. And Riis, I want to talk about this movement. First of all, I need a law enforcement professional. I need a law enforcement professional or a lawyer or somebody. Where's Angela Kilpatrick? Explain to me, Angela, what this, what they call it, essential movement is. Riis, as I can understand it, is that according to the Safety Act, one of the pillars of the criminal justice reform law allows for people on electronic home monitoring 2 days off for essential movement. Now that essential movement, first of all, what you think essential movement is?
It allows you movement to get your, things that you need, like food, stuff for the house to prepare you to stay in the house for 5 days straight.
So, Riis, on its surface, that makes sense. And I really am trying to see how do I change my perspective on criminal justice. Right? Because I do feel like I've been taught that the justice system is really not about justice, it's about punishment. Or the hope that it will stop. But Riis, so I guess my thing is, is home monitoring a substitute for putting you in jail? And why is that the substitute? Is it the substitute because they don't think you're dangerous? Is it because of overcrowding? Like, why do you get home monitoring? And if you're not guilty, then why do I need to have you wear this monitor? Just like I do understand the whole premise of no cash bail. Either you're innocent until proven guilty. Because if you get locked up because you can't bond out, like Riis, if you ever know somebody that's been locked up for $500 and can't bond out? Yes?
Oh, yeah.
So imagine you can't bond out for $500. How long do you sit? Right? How long do you sit for a $500 crime? And how much does it cost us? And then, but is there a crime that you should be locked up for until you, right? Like, because even with a murder, Riis, if you're a suspect in a murder case, should you really be locked up if you ain't guilty yet? And why do they lock you up? Now, let me ask another question. If you're on a murder case, you think you're going to go commit another murder while you're out on a murder case? Would there be people that would do that?
For sure. Ain't got no witnesses.
Riis.
On a murder case, you never know. I might need to go move the gun. You know what I'm saying? But need to move some pieces. Yeah,
So, do you think people get in trouble on their 2 days off?
Oh, I better. I know it. I just want to see that look like, yeah, he couldn't even wait.
Like, Riis, so if you are on home monitoring and they give you 2 days off, you actually think there are people that are going to go commit crimes while they're on home monitoring?
Yes. Unfortunately, I do believe that people will push it on these 2 days. They will plan around these 2 days. Man, it's cool. It's all right, man. I can't go outside to Friday. Once it's Friday, it's going up. It's up. Yeah, I can believe it. And this thing turned off. Man, they gonna be like, man, I'm gonna tell my lawyer, man, how they find me. It's supposed to be turned off.
Well, maybe it's not turned off. Maybe you just got the ability to go out. But still, I guess my question is,
I was saying, if they supposed to say turn it off, the ability to move, then I guess. But you know, like a lot of people, if you got that thing on, like, hey, bro, I ain't
They don't care.
no, I'm not going around like bro, I don't know what that thing got a phone on some of them. Have you ever seen one with a phone on it?
Reese, can I be honest with you? Honestly. Like, honestly. I'm going to be honest. I really ain't seen one.
Really?
Up close. Not really. I mean, I seen it like, I remember one time, why you got that, why you wearing your, I thought it was a new people style. Like, when I seen it a long time ago, my man had you, like, man, come on off the point. Nah, man, I'm still point. But I really haven't seen one. So I don't understand. But I guess my question is, what is, if there's no threat of jail, what is to stop the criminals from doing crime? And are there people that if there was no threat of jail or of getting locked up that would take advantage of that situation? If you knew you couldn't get locked up until you was convicted, what you do, man? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Essential movement, a good idea. No cash bail. Is that a good idea? Reese, like, if you don't have the threat of jail, what do we have? And I'm not suggesting that, but what do you have to stop crime? Like, what? Are there people that would say, man, you mean I ain't getting locked up? I'm finna go take advantage. And how do you deal with that? Because the people they gonna take advantage of is probably gonna be somebody in their own damn neighborhood.
See, I mean, I can rob the house, but if I don't have a gun, then I just get out. If I got a gun, I'm staying in. But if I don't have
well, no, not really.
That's how they're gonna start like rationing it out. Like,
but what if they say even if you got a gun, you can't go to jail? Like, they got to.
That's crazy.
Like, without the threat of jail, if you know that you ain't, like, and I feel like if, like, does sitting in the county help anybody, though? Does it help? Like, does putting people in jail help at all? Like, county jail, not prison, but jail.
I think it do.
You think putting people in jail helps? How?
I mean, it's definitely not a place you want to be for a long period of time.
Yeah, but do you think that there are people who have figured it into their, like, you know how people be like, man, I'm gonna have to sit 30 days for that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I do that. That's only 5 years.
Right.
How do you get there?
You've been there. You've been there too many times, and now you're used to it. Depending on if you're a big game member. So you're a big game member. You know you go in there. You be cool because you with your people. So you, it's kind of like, you know, you locked down, but you with the guys, you know. So you know, so yeah, it's kind of, yeah. So I mean, that's what it is. Like, yeah, man, I take it 2 years. That ain't nothing. You know, I mean, I'll be out in 18 months. You know, I take it 5 years. I do 3. You know, sit on down.
Is that person a concern though?
For sure.
Is the person that is willing to take 5, say, I guess that's concerning. So what is the threat? Like, what do we have if jail is not a threat? Like, what is the imaginary, is there an imaginary barrier? Like, do you believe that if there were no police, how do we manage? Do you think that crime is rising as a result of lack of police and of lack of fear of law enforcement? Like, is fear a motivator to stop crime? Or is it you just got to get caught? Like, once you in, you in.
You just got to get caught. And then, like, a lot of people, you know, talking about it's my first offense. That's a new thing. You know, my first offense. If I don't do this, then I can't really do this and listen to me. You know, I got no, you know, a violent background. I got no this. So, like, a lot of people start rationing out the stuff that they do.
So I guess my question is, if they didn't come up with a balance of resources, I'm gonna think about ECCSC, right? And so the thing I'm gonna think about is they gonna say we don't have the resources so to stop the sliding and drilling and killing. But Riis, did we set ourselves up for failure with the criminal justice reform without the counterbalance of providing the support? And I don't know what is the barrier between, and I hate to say this, law-abiding citizens and criminals. And let me ask a question. Do we even have really criminals in our communities? Because there are some people that would argue that there should be no jail and that people should just, because we've been over-policed, that we should just what do we feel about criminal justice reform is really what I want to know. Give us a call, 872-259-7474, because I'm torn. Should we lock people up? You're not innocent until proven guilty if you can't bond out. Should somebody, how much money? If your bond is $10,000, what's the crime that should make you guilty until innocent? It's the Maze Jackson Show. Caller, you're on the Maze Jackson Show. I'm torn up. Should people get the ability to have essential movement? And what's the threat without jail? Or what's the barrier without
What's good, people, man?
What's up, Devo?
What's good, bro?
What's up, Riis? Hey, man, I see you getting the bus ready. Talk to me about the bus trip, too, but go ahead.
Hey, man, shout out to the BP1 Get on the Bus committee. Thursday they going down to Springfield, man. Send your donations in to the Cash App or the Zelle option. And, RSVP, because we don't want nobody, we want everybody to go, but we don't want nobody hanging on the top or hanging on the side or riding in a shopping cart on the back. So, hey, man, make sure you RSVP and let them know that you riding down. Get your sign ready. We want the guy to know that we ain't forgot about you. And, we just introducing ourselves to the world, man.
Okay. There it is. We are headed down to Springfield. Mount up, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen.
Mount up.
We got a delegation. What's up? What you talking to me, Devo? Talk to me about this crime.
Hey, man, I just think that I think it's just setting people up to fail, bro. And paint whomever is wanting real justice reform. I know that's kind of cliche, but it's really setting them up to take the fall for when somebody, he on movement and then he go commit another crime. So it's web pages that actually track that type of data, and then they count, how many times that has occurred with somebody who's on electronic monitoring. So I think that, again, we have to look at community stakeholders who are passionate, have a proven track record, have the ability to rehabilitate people. That's really what you need. So everybody don't need to be locked up, but if you can't be rehabilitated or if your offense is so egregious that you do need to be locked up, then you be locked up. And that's the end of it. You know what I'm saying? But all options should always be on the table and no option should be taken away, because as soon as you do that, people will manipulate the system. Because, you got people who are not citizens or who have the means, they'll do something and then they'll just bounce. And then the society is like, well, where they at? And then they community will be like, I don't know. But meanwhile, my cousin ain't got the means. He can go to South Carolina and they'll go pick him up. Or he'll go to Wisconsin and they'll go pick him up. So, nah, bro, all options remain on the table, which then we need to look at them judges too. So why are you letting these people out? That's not, you just there to, no. So maybe it's a different judge or ombudsman in the jail that says, no, the community would like for them to remain incarcerated until their jail date or something. You know what I'm saying? Because the jury ain't my peers anyway. So that's what it is. I need my peer to be able to advocate for the community. That's what I think. Okay. And they stole my Ring camera idea too, bro.
Dope. They sure did.
I came up with that idea.
Hey, well, why they don't? So Devo, that's your mare though. You know she'll steal somebody's stuff quick. She was
because they listen to our communications. So shout out to Uncle Rosie, because when we put together this think tank, all of these ideas are going to come from us. And when you deviate from what we need, and these solutions will be our demands. So we will set the policy of what we want. Y'all, I'm telling you, y'all ain't ready. They ain't ready, man. They ain't ready, bro.
Oh, they gonna be ready. You got to get ready so you can stay. You got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That's my man Devin Gordine. He is the vice president of the Black People First and What's in It for the Black People. And I think his favorite team is the South Carolina Cox. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We got any other callers up there? Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show. What do we do about this crime? Should they have a central movement? And let me ask you, what are the alternatives in the meantime if we don't have jail as a threat? Caller?
Good morning, family. Good morning. It's Ballhead.
What's up, Ballhead?
How everybody doing this morning?
Good.
Look, we in Cook County, man, it's so sweet. That's why these boys don't mind going to sit down. If you go to jail somewhere else, you're paying for your bed, you're paying for your pillow, you're paying for your cover. You're going to pay for your meal. You know what I'm saying? They come here, that's their time to go sit down and relax, get themselves together, see, like you said, see the homeboys. But when you make it tough and make them have to, pay for this and that, no, they're not gonna go want to go sit down. They get it too easy.
Dang, dog. So you saying, wait, what you mean they gotta pay for their pillow, their stuff? What they gotta pay for it?
If you go to jail, yes, sir. Say, I know somebody that had a DUI. They make them stay in the hotel, so you got to pay for your hotel room with nothing in it.
What?
That's in Iowa.
Oh, Iowa.
Oh yeah. I mean, yes.
Dang.
We got it so sweet. We got it sweet. It's lovely, and they know it. Now the only other thing, if you're saying no jails, now you back to the old wild west. Everybody up in things in the middle of the street handling business. That you can't do. You know, our saints. Now you got our saints toting the pistols and everything else. Now you got them up in the pulpit, talking about they gonna bust a cap, but you supposed to be talking about love. So where are we, bro? As people, you know what I'm saying? It's a rough situation.
Dang, ball.
Very rough.
Hey man, I appreciate
and
you.
I'm gonna continue to keep praying them.
No, go ahead.
No, and I'm gonna continue to keep praying because we don't have that anymore. And regardless of what people say, prayer works. You know what I mean? We still have to stand up and do what we need to do as men, and let our voice be known. You know what I'm saying? And let them know we are not standing by and gonna take this foolishness anymore. But you're not gonna make us into beasts. You know what I mean? You're not gonna make us conform to your foolishness. And they say, "See, I told you. Look at him. Look at him." No, we can't do that either. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. That's my man Ballhead. What's up? Who else we got on the line? We got any other callers? What do we do about this crime, y'all? Like, do we need jails? Without the threat of jail, what do you do? And should suspects have the freedom to move around when they're on home monitoring? What's up, caller? You on the Maze Jackson Show?
Good morning, Maze. Good morning, Riis. This is Cassandra Matz. How are you on this great Tuesday morning?
Hey, Cassandra. How are you?
Good. Well, this is a great segue. I don't know if your listening audience remember January of 21 when the Black Caucus came together with 4 pillars, and one of this was justice reform, criminal justice reform, when they put the first Black Speaker of the House into his seat. And this is the reason why we need everybody that's listening on this Facebook page this morning to come with us this Thursday down to Springfield as we take our goals. And our goals are to introduce Black Chicago to our electors, show our support to Illinois State Representative Lakeisha Collins, and witness the government in action. And we need everybody on this call to ask what's in it for the Black people. And we need to talk about justice reform. They put those pillars together. What does it mean? What has happened since a year ago with justice reform? And if you want to be a part of it, we encourage you to be a part of it. We will be leaving this Thursday from TP, which is located at 5401 South Wentworth, at 6 in the morning. We have ample parking with security. You can park your car there. We'll be providing breakfast to have on the bus, also a hot lunch once we're down there. But we need you to RSVP. We need you on this pilgrimage down to Springfield so that we can show before the election where we stand. Because if we don't stand for something, we fall for anything. And we need you on board. So we need you to RSVP today, tomorrow at the latest by noon, to Springfield Takeover at gmail.com. That's SPRINGFIELDTAKEOVER, one word, at gmail.com. It's absolutely no cost to you. But if anybody want to donate, we would love to have you donate to our Cash App, which is donate to Zelle, which is admin at WIIFTBP.com, or our Cash App, which is $WIIFTBP, $WIIFTBP. And we also have the ability for your support. If you can't make it, we have the ability for you to buy polos at $40 or T-shirts at $25 to show your love and support of this mission. And you can Cash App or Zelle and then put in the subject title your size. But please come out and support us, because as May said, criminal justice reform affects all of us, even though we're not incarcerated, but it still affects all of us. And what way to ask our representatives down in Springfield what's in it for the Black people. Thank you.
There it is. That is our girl Cassandra Matz on the Maze Jackson Show. Y'all join us, man. We going down to see Steve Reich, as well as go see the government in action. It is the Black People First Party on a bus trip to Springfield this Thursday. Meet us at TP in the parking lot, 6 to 9. All right, Riis, we got anybody else on the line? What do we do about this crime? Do we, without the threat of jail, should we continue to allow? Well, talk to me. What do we do about this crime in Chicago? And is it really an issue? What's up, caller?
Good morning. How are you, May?
All right, who this?
Can you hear me?
I can.
This is Austin.
This is who?
Austin. My name is Austin.
What's up, Austin? How you feeling, man?
I'm great. Well, look, man, I used to work downstate in the 80s, and I worked at Cook County Sheriff Department. And I'm going to share this with you. These judges are allowing people back in our community to wreak havoc in our community. And they're doing this purposely. And not only that, thank God for jails. I've met a lot of people, and thank God there are jails. And it's just like a kid. If there's no penalty for any of the crimes, they're going to keep doing the crimes over and over again. There has to be some kind of discipline for the crimes that people are doing. That's just life. And it's just common sense. And I thank you for the platform that you're doing, and keep doing a great job. But one thing we do need jails. And I'm not saying lock them up. Some people are innocent. Some people have changed. But if there's nothing there, no discipline, there's no kind of punishment, our communities will be in a worse shape than it is now. So God bless you, and thank you for your opportunity.
Oh, thank you for calling.
Thank you. Bye.
He sound like he at the county right now. He sound like they was in the that wasn't Snake. Hey, thank y'all. This is the Maze Jackson Show. Thank you for everybody from WBGX 1570 AM who has joined us. Now, if you want to continue with us, you can continue on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. This is the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
Tune in to the Maze Jackson Show every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m., where you can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Plus, from 6:30 to 8, you can get us on WBGX 1570 AM. That's right, it's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them, Maze said. We out of here. Peace.
Yeah, Ruthie Mo, Riis the ruler, Maze Jackson. This is the reparations interlude. We not asking, we demanding. So go on, make my payments high. Tell the government to cut them reparations, make them high. Not no SBA loans, just run the bread, make it high. Tell the government to cut them reparations, make them high. Look, Hey, check it out. First drug lord was President Nixon. Oval Office was the strap house where he was tipping. Got the drugs from Nicaragua and gave us crack. Declared war on blacks. Man, tell him to cut the check and tried to make it seem like a revolution. CIA was the corner boys for distribution. We could tear this country in half for retribution. But I'd rather get some restitution, so tell him to cut the check. John Singleton, man, he already told y'all. He broke it down for you when he made Snowfall. They locked us all up and created whole laws. So send a message like a cold call. Tell them to cut the check. Look, we built this city. We built this city. Back, put this country together and gave him hella aid. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Over 400 years. Been punching the clock, but yeah, we still ain't got paid. Look, they paying the immigrants. They paid the Jews. Executive orders, man, they made the rules. I want my 40 acres, you can save the mule. Cause as of right now, we getting played for the fool. Look, for sterilization, Tuskegee experiment, Rosewood, Japanese internment. Come on, was all paid out from the government. We waiting on our turn, we definitely earned it. So make my payment high. Tell the government to cut them reparations, make them high. Not no SBA loans, just run the bread, make it high. Tell the government to cut them reparations, make them high. Not no stimulus checks, just run the bread, make it high. Yeah, Ruthie Mo, Riis the ruler, Maze Jackson. This is the reparations interlude. We not asking, we demanding.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Ty Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said. Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. Act 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happening in town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let this give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up the seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the rule in the building, and Riis, I'm about to get it cracking with your mans. So I was feeling the kind of way, Riis. Any callers up there? All right. So Riis, I'm about to talk about your mans and them. I don't know if you remember this. This is one of my favorites. You know, this be the greatest hits. So let me get to it. This was one of my favorite commercials, Riis. So I'm gonna play it for you. I need you to switch over here. No. I don't know if you remember this conversation or this commercial. So I'm gonna play it for you because I just know you don't be remembering it. So I'm gonna play it from the beginning for you. Let's see. Here we go. Ready?
I'm Richard Irvin. When I ran for mayor, Mike Madigan campaigned against me. I beat him. Now Governor Pritzker's afraid that I'll beat him too. There's nothing the left fears more than Republicans who look like me and think like us. That all lives matter. That cops should be defended, not defunded. That handouts keep people down. But maybe that's what liberal politicians want. I'm Richard Irvin, and I'm their worst nightmare.
One more time, because I don't think y'all saw it. Because this is for Riis, though, because this Riis' favorite commercial. So I got to.
I'm Richard Irvin. When I ran for mayor, Mike Madigan campaigned against me. I beat him. Now Governor Pritzker's afraid that I'll beat him too. There's nothing the left fears more than Republicans who look like me and think like us. That all lives matter. That cops should be defended, not defunded. That handouts keep people down. But maybe that's what liberal politicians want. I'm Richard Irvin, and I'm their worst nightmare.
Riis, I was feeling a kind of way about that commercial. Act like us, think like me. But then I saw this, and I said, I was thinking that Richard Irvin's pretty smug. And then I saw this commercial, and it made me say, dang, is he a Democrat or a Republican? Because this certainly looks like a Republican commercial, very Willie Hortonish. Let me play it for you.
Richard Irvin's real record on crime? For 15 years, Irvin has been a defense lawyer, profiting by defending some of the most violent and heinous criminals. Domestic abusers and sexual assault. A kidnapper who molested a child. Reckless homicide. Even accused child pornographers. Irvin's been getting rich by putting violent criminals back on our streets. Tell Richard Irvin to stop pretending to be tough on crime and start supporting policies that keep people safe.
Let me read that. Let me play that for you one more time.
Richard Irvin's real record on crime? For 15 years, Irvin has been a defense lawyer, profiting by defending some of the most violent and heinous criminals. domestic abusers, and sexual assault. A kidnapper who molested a child, reckless homicide, even accused child pornographers. Irvin's been getting rich by putting violent criminals back on our streets. Tell Richard Irvin to stop pretending to be tough on crime and start supporting policies that keep people safe.
Now, that was paid for by the Democratic Governors Association. So, first of all, I want y'all to react to the commercials. Riis, your man be defending child molesters, putting violent criminals back on. Like, if I was, first of all, who do you think this ad is targeted to? You think it's targeted to black people?
Nah.
Who do you think it's targeted to?
All the white suburbians, you know. I don't think they, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm looking like, man, the white people do the same thing. You know how like black people is. Like, okay, it's a brother. Oh, man, they trying to do the brother in. You know, like that's how black people going to look at that, man. My wife was like, oh, my gosh. He says he's going to be tough on crime, and he's defending them. Like, so, yeah, I don't think it's targeted for us for sure.
Now, who do you think makes that commercial, Riis? Let me play this again. I want you to I should play it without you being able to see the visual. Let me play it without you being able to say the visual. And who would you say that they were talking about? Here, I'm gonna play it no visual.
Richard Irvin's real record on crime? For 15 years, Irvin has been a defense lawyer, profiting by defending some of the most violent and heinous criminals. Domestic abusers and sexual assault. A kidnapper who molested a child, reckless homicide, even accused child pornographers. Irvin's been getting rich by putting violent criminals back on our streets. Tell Richard Irvin to stop pretending to be tough on crime and start supporting policies that keep people safe.
So he's a defense attorney, and he's been defending these people that hired him. So they're mad because he did his job and got people. But you're innocent until proven guilty. So
if you're black, Riis.
But if he got them off, then it was obviously they people. So they're saying that he's letting these bad people back on the street, right? How are these bad people getting back on the street if he's defending them in court and they had a battle in court and the judge and the people or like whatever says that, okay, well, it wasn't enough evidence for these people to be charged with a crime.
Riis, if you're explaining, you're losing.
I guess, man. I guess. Or maybe I'm just seeing the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Let me tell you what I found ironic, though. I feel like that to me is an ad that Republicans run against Democratic candidates. Would you agree? Like, do you remember Willie Horton?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, because I'm going to see if I can find the Willie Horton ad. But I think, first of all, I want to hear from you all. Like, do you think it's right for do the Democrats have the right to smear the man like that? First of all, do you think it's a smear?
For sure. That's a diss track. Like, they just put their own diss track out there, and they're like, all right, what you gonna do? Like, they definitely, that's a diss. Like, you talking about you tough on crime, but look at you. You let these criminals get back on there. You're saying you're going to do this.
Bush and Dukakis.
Look, so I just want to hit you with this, take you back.
On crime. Bush and Dukakis on crime. Bush supports the death penalty for first-degree murderers. Dukakis not only opposes the death penalty, he allowed first-degree murderers to have weekend passes from prison. One was Willie Horton, who murdered a boy in a robbery, stabbing him 19 times. Despite a life sentence, Horton received 10 weekend passes from prison. Horton fled, kidnapped a young couple, stabbing the man and repeatedly raping his girlfriend. Weekend prison passes. Dukakis on crime.
Yeah, he wasn't getting no votes after that. He wasn't getting no. If that wasn't the way to win your election.
So let me do it one more time for you. I want y'all to understand. Look,
Now, check this out, though.
Hey,
this ad
passes. Did you see that though? Did you see how he had them 2 days off? Hey, bring it back to the story. You see what happened when you get 2 days off and you're a criminal? That's what I'm trying to see how I come full circle. That's what I'm trying to show you, man.
Reis, you see, you act like us and think like them. Hold on. So look, let's go back though, because this is the Republican ad that people thought was despicable. That this ad actually, Reis, lost Dukakis the election, is what people say.
Bush and Dukakis on crime. Bush supports the death penalty for first-degree murderers. Dukakis not only opposes the death penalty, he allowed first-degree murderers to have weekend passes from prison. One was Willie Horton, who murdered a boy in a robbery, stabbing him 19 times. Despite a life sentence, Horton received 10 weekend passes from prison. Horton fled, kidnapped a young couple, stabbing the man and repeatedly raping his girlfriend. Weekend prison passes. Dukakis on crime.
That was that is a textbook Republican ad that people do studies on that showed how you tank a campaign. Now, I want to play for you. Please tell me I didn't lose it. I want to play for you what the Democratic Governors Association just did to Richard Irvin.
Richard Irvin's real record on crime? For 15 years, Irvin has been a defense lawyer, profiting by defending some of the most violent and heinous criminals. Domestic abusers and sexual assault. A kidnapper who molested a child.
Willie Horton.
Reckless homicide.
Same stuff.
Even accused child pornographers. Irvin's been getting rich by putting violent criminals back on our streets. Tell Richard Irvin to stop pretending to be tough on crime and start supporting policies that keep people safe.
What do you mean by violent people? I'm starting to think how you say it, look like us, and think like, what do you mean by some of the most violent criminals? I think that sounded like he was trying to say black in a way. You know, that's what I'm getting at. And then that's different because the people that he let go, they ain't say when he let William out, he stabbed 18 people. Like,
Reis, the point is not
Bush and Dukakis on crime. Bush supports the death penalty for first-degree murderers. Dukakis not only opposes the death penalty, he allowed first-degree murderers to have weekend passes.
And that would have been cool.
One was Willie Horton, who murdered a boy in a robbery, stabbing him 19 times. Despite a life sentence, Horton received 10 weekend passes from prison. Horton fled, kidnapped a young couple, stabbing the man and repeatedly raping his girlfriend. Weekend prison passes. Dukakis on crime.
That's what hurt him. The actual thing. Now, if that would have had happened and nothing would have happened, they'd be like, oh, okay, we got weekend passes. The fact that they let him out and that action happened, I believe that's what what I want
you to see, though, I don't really think it's the truth. I think what I want you to understand is it's literally the Democrats are running the Republican playbook. Right? They don't have Willie Horton, but they use the child pornography. They use the kid. They use the rapist. I don't want you to look at the guilt of Richard Irvin. Like, I don't want you to look at that. I want you to look at the dog whistle commercial. This commercial implies, again, now listen to what it implies.
Richard Irvin's real record on crime? For 15 years, Irvin has been a defense lawyer, profiting by defending some of the most violent and heinous criminals. Domestic abusers and sexual assault.
The woman got raped.
Molested a child. Reckless homicide. Even accused child pornographers. Irvin's been getting rich by putting violent criminals back on our streets. Tell Richard Irvin to stop pretending to be tough on crime and start supporting policies that keep people safe.
Now, I need for y'all to understand that is an enlightened version of this commercial.
And the Democrats, the ones that
but the Democrats did the last one. They did this one. They made against Richard Irvin. Now listen to the commercial, and I want you to understand what just happened, and I want y'all to understand how they be playing us. And they use it against a black dude.
Bush and Dukakis on crime. Bush supports the death penalty for first-degree murderers. Dukakis not only opposes the death penalty, he allowed first-degree murderers to have weekend passes from prison.
Willie Horton.
One was Willie Horton, who murdered a boy in a robbery, stabbing him 19 times. Despite a life sentence, Horton received 10 weekend passes from prison. Horton fled, kidnapped a young couple, stabbing the man and repeatedly raping his girlfriend. Weekend prison passes. Dukakis on crime.
It is an updated version of the Willie Horton commercial that they just did against Richard Irvin. Now, I need for y'all to understand that commercial, that the Willie Horton commercial was reviled as one of the most overtly racist dog whistle commercials in all time. Now, put into perspective, this is Richard Irvin, who says this. Because remember, the white people don't remember. They don't necessarily know him.
Richard Irvin's real record on crime? For 15 years, Irvin has been a defense lawyer, profiting by defending some of the most violent and heinous criminals.
Back up. Hold on.
Domestic abusers and
hold on, but I got the wrong
thing. That part to me is like, isn't he but he's a defense attorney.
Reese, you're operating from the standpoint of a black person that's been on defense. White people see defense attorneys as representing them damn criminals.
Okay, all right.
Right? You operating from there. He did his job. Yeah, but if the white people think your job, just like they said your job was to let the Willie Hortons out, they just Willie Hortoned him. Now you got to understand, Richard Irvin is trying to sell himself as this guy.
I'm Richard Irvin.
I'm one of
you. When I
you.
ran for mayor, Mike Madigan campaigned against me.
I'm white.
I beat him. Now Governor Pritzker's afraid that I'll beat him too.
He is.
There's nothing the left fears more than Republicans who look like me and think like us.
Which is why we make a Willie Horton style commercial to combat you, because most white folks ain't seen Richard Irvin just yet. So all they hear is this black dude that's like tough on crime. All lives matter. So if you ain't never seen him, but you heard the commercial, you like, yeah, all lives matter. That's all I got.
That all lives matter. That cops should be defended, not defunded. That handouts keep people down. But maybe that's what liberal politicians want.
He's talking to white folks.
I'm Richard Irvin, and I'm their worst nightmare.
Now, the Democrats, he's true. He is their worst nightmare because they're worried about him being able to get traction. So, because they're not trying to stop him from the black vote right now. What they're trying to do is make him lose with white folks. So, he is trying to sell you as, I am tough on crime. You know, the whole, man, I defund the police. I'm not one of them. And the Democrats are right now trying to make him a weak on crime. Right? He's saying, I'm tough on crime. I'm against all of that. And they are basically doing the same thing that Republicans did to Michael Dukakis. Now, let me ask you a question. Who wrote the commercial? Who produced it? And who said this is a good idea? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Again, Willie Horton.
Bush and Dukakis on crime. Bush supports the death penalty for first-degree murderers. Dukakis not only opposes the death penalty, he
this
allowed
is the
first-degree
same
murderers
commercial
to have weekend passes from prison. One was Willie Horton, who...
Remember, Richard Irvin let out the criminals.
Murdered a boy in a robbery stab.
Remember, he just said there was a kidnapping. He murdered, he robbed, right? He let a kidnap. They did the exact same commercial, updated, and then put it out. This commercial worked, and it's a dog whistle for white folks. So now if you're a white person in the suburbs, you're suspect that this black imposter Republican is going to be just like Dukakis, who did this.
Penalty for first-degree murderers. Dukakis not only opposes the death penalty, he allowed first-degree murderers to have weekend passes from prison. One was Willie Horton, who murdered a boy in a robbery, stabbing him 19 times. Despite a life sentence, Horton received 10 weekend passes from prison. Horton fled, kidnapped a young couple, stabbing the man and repeatedly raping his girlfriend. Weekend prison passes. Dukakis on crime.
Don't get stuck on the weekend prison passes. listen to the crimes.
Yeah, I get you. Just
But understand how far they're willing to go to stop him. And it's like dog whistles. And they're saying, but remember, they're trying to position Richard Irvin as a weak on crime Republican for the Republicans who are trying to use him. Because, again, if he gets into a one-on-one with JB, he got a real problem, i.e. JB. Because JB already lost. Republicans always come home. Democrats I'm going to give him a chance. Let's go to the live line. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I hope I'm being clear. I hope y'all can understand what just happened here. Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show.
JB already lost.
Turn the radio down. Turn the radio down. Caller. Hello, caller.
They hung up, so I'm going to come back. They got another caller.
All right, caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show.
Hello?
Hello, caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show.
This is LaTanya Ruffin. How are you?
Hey, LaTanya Ruffin. How are you?
Hi. It's an honor to be on your show. You know, of course, I always believe you're doing a great job reaching out to the communities. I like what you say. I like what you talk about. I'm LaTanya Ruffin. I am the first woman and a woman of color.
Don't turn this into a
okay.
campaign.
I was just calling on the okay. I was just calling on electronic monitor. My apologies.
Oh, tell us about it. Come on, that's LaTanya Ruffin that's running for sheriff. Tell us about the electronic monitoring. How are you today?
Oh, man, I'm blessed and highly favored. So let me just give you a brief synopsis of what's really about the electronic monitor. I have worked electronic monitor. I have taken offenders to the electronic monitor. It's called the ankle monitor, and it's a box called Gizmo. We want to know why is it that there's not no continuously connections to the box, to the electronic monitor when they go outside of the rim. We must stop that. Why is it that they're able to go downtown and be able to steal the route and the box still not working or connecting the string to let them know they're out of range? We also want to know why is it that some offenders are in their bed sleeping and the sheriff knocks on the door and pull them out and take them to court. It's wasting taxpaying dollars. We got to get a better, more system, and we got to get a better, more equipment to work. This is not working. They're able to cut off those monitors. They're able to put aluminum foil on those ankle bracelets and continue to move. We have to do something about that. We got to reach out and find a better solution, or we should keep those who repeat felonies inside the jail awaiting trial and let those on less offenders out on electronic monitoring. So there's a difference. So I think as a sheriff to be that I would change the equipment because it's not working. We keep hearing that these offenders are getting away committing crime while they're on electronic monitor. It is totally unacceptable.
All right. That is LaTanya Ruffin. She is a candidate for Cook County Sheriff coming to give us some insight on what happened. Now, let me tell y'all. Y'all want to do a campaign ad? I'm going to tell you, refer you to the sales department. But I appreciate you calling in. Thank you, LaTanya. Hey, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Look, how scared? So let me ask you a question.
See, but you see how she said even before they changed everything, that they are already committing crimes on the ankle monitor right now. So now just imagine when you give me 2 free days. Like,
Riis, you don't like black people, do you?
Nah, I'm trying to tell y'all the black. See, that's what we be blind, and that's why I want us to see that. We be like, oh no, defund the police. These niggas done robbed my house. Now you want that's what I'm trying to say, y'all. We gotta pick and choose. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like I'm trying to be real with y'all. Like I try to come. Like I know how we be thinking, but I be like, nah, this is how it is in real life. Like in real life, it's like this, and that's how I know. 2 days, man, it's so many more crimes that's gonna happen. It's so many more crimes that's gonna happen. Like, he should have lost. The man said he was committed for a crime of stabbing a man 19 times and had life in prison. He needed no weekend. 10 weekend passes. What you thought he was gonna see? His mama? Hey, mama.
So that's what they thinking. But that's what they thinking about Richard Irvin right now. Do you see how that? But no, that is exactly what they are thinking about Rich. That's what they're trying to make happen right now. I'm just telling you.
But the Democrats are the ones that's trying to do this new 2-day pass, right?
But that's not in this space. See, you keep talking. Richard Irvin's not going to talk about the 2-day pass right now. What they're trying to do is make Richard Irvin be the soft on crime guy. He's the black guy, and he's not going to protect us. He's really going to let all his homeboys out once we get out of jail.
Who's homeboys? What they mean by that?
You know what they mean by that. That's why it's called a dog whistle. You can't. You know how you hear it, but you can't hear it. You know they say it, but the dog be like,
what you mean?
Like, I hear no damn whistle.
What you mean by that?
All right, y'all. It's the Mace Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Mace Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
Today, the Biden administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breached security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater, but she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gonna tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media is the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narratives. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wilding with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism.
Terrorism.
You are listening to the Mace Jackson Show. I forgot, man. Oh, shout out to my man Ness. Y'all, Ness gave us a mini show last night. He bust all three of them out. And he got an album coming out. That's all right, though. I was like, man, I was the hype man in the video last night. We just out here trying to get our reparations.
On them, girl.
Right.
That's how you can. He said he gonna do it at TV, man. How you feel about that?
Yeah, man. We're gonna say like we said last night. He ain't gonna do nothing. Me and what your name was like, man, and then she called up his best friend and he said, guess what Maze just said? He ain't gonna do him. We gotta see.
He gonna do it. He gonna do it, man. He gonna do it.
I believe it.
In the summertime, it's gonna be real hot. You know, we can get it out there, man. How the people come on out there, man. That'll be a real good video right there, man. Shout out Ness. Shout out Manny.
Shout out Ness.
Came through. They hated on him on his first time. It was like, man, we can't hear him like on the show. And I was like, I don't know what happened. His mic was on everything, but he did end it out last Friday, you know, with a banger. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think was that last Friday?
Like 2 Fridays ago, I think. Yeah,
2 Fridays ago.
Yeah,
Yep. I saw that. Yeah, I was like, man, how y'all gonna? First of all, he was supposed to be standing right there, and we were supposed to stand up a mic stand, and then it was supposed to be we just out here trying to be the reparation. Yeah. Then the fatheads could have got in and been like, you know.
Yeah, because they was in the background, like you heard them saying.
Yeah, they was doing so bad. It's so sad. Yeah, wearing toe tags. I seen y'all doing the ad libs. Now look, man, I'm trying to get the phone to ring.
Who we calling?
I'm trying to get the phone to ring. I'm trying to see if I don't know if y'all saw this thing about the mayor. So last week the mayor gave away free gas cards. Well, she started to auction off gas cards trying to outdo Dr. Willie Wilson. This week, Riis, she giving away free Ring cameras. Check this out, Riis. Did you know that right now the city is just unveiled a $5.3 million program? They'll pay you up to $225 per camera, up to $450. Riis, what camera costs $250? $225.
All of them.
Really?
All of them.
So you can get up to $450 on those. Then, if you want to get outside lighting, motion detector lighting, they'll pay you up to $100 per light.
How many can I get?
I think up to 5.
Oh my God.
Plus, they're gonna pay for a year of your of your cloud subscription.
Oh yeah.
And Riis, if you worried about your car getting jacked, they'll pay you up to $50 for vehicle GPS services. Now, the only catch is you got to register your cameras with CPD. So they're gonna use your, but you have to sign off on the release of the footage.
So they.
But I feel. Then did you see last week the mayor also gave away 5,000 bikes with locks and helmets, and chains.
Okay, man. I see you trying to. Trying to
Yeah.
do a little something like you know.
Y'all look, man. Now the mayor done been beating y'all for 3 years, and now she coming in with flowers and candy. Y'all gonna take her back?
Come on, how many times? I know we done seen what love got to do. How many times?
I don't want no cake.
How many times you came? Look, man, you know how it is. I'm sorry, baby. Here your little gift. You know, I'm sorry. You know,
now take this.
I'm sorry I did a commercial about visiting New York. You know, I'm sorry, guys. Here's some bikes. I'm sorry. Here's some gas.
Go take these bikes and she said she did it better than Willie. Dr. Wilson.
If you got to say you did it better than somebody, then you probably didn't. Okay.
You got to tell me.
If you got to tell me.
So whose is bigger? Oh, did y'all hear the mayor's trying to end the lawsuit? Or trying to have the lawsuit with the Italians? They want to have it sealed, so we can't know what happened. So apparently, you know the one she had when she was talking about whose is bigger. And I don't know, did we decide yet last week if Willie's was bigger or the mayor's was bigger?
Definitely Willie's, like I said.
You think Willie is the big Willie? Willie got the big Willie?
Yeah. He got the big Willie.
Check that phone line. See what the phone's looking like. It's the Maze Jackson Show, and I'm trying to see if we got a caller. Because, look, man, the mayor out here around here trying to slang her stuff, trying to be bigger. She want to be a big Willie. Like, the mayor wants to be a big Willie. But I think we might have the bigger Willie, the man with the biggest Willie, on the live line. Y'all, welcome to the Maze Jackson Show. It is the Reverend Dr. Willie Wilson. What's up, Dr. Wilson? How you doing, man?
Well, I'm doing great, man. I'm down here in Florida a little bit, headed back Chicago way. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Dr. Wilson, I'm doing real good. Look, we up here trying to figure out, Dr. Wilson. Now, I don't know if you saw it, and I know you're a church man, so if you can't answer the question, I understand, because we don't want to get you in trouble with the Lord. But I know you saw in the news that the mayor said she got the biggest willy of them all when she was talking to the Italians. And then when you came out with first you started with a $250,000 giveaway. Then you said, no, I got the biggest willy around here. And you put $1 million on the table. Now the mayor trying to spend our money talking about her willy bigger than your willy. Dr. Wilson, can you tell me who is the biggest willy in Chicago?
Well, I don't know. What did she buy her some?
No, Dr. Wilson, Dr. Wilson, the Lord gonna get you for that. The Lord gonna get you for that. Riis, that's a commercial because we got to figure out. He said, where did she buy hers from? Okay. On that note, Dr. Wilson, I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna get us both in trouble. She be done cut my internet off, and we know she be done cut some other stuff off. So I'm gonna be cool. Dr. Wilson, first of all, you down in Florida. Hey man, you must be down in Florida like Rocky, man. You know, like when they start playing the music and he be like, he got to go to the different country and start working out, start getting pumped up. Because, Doc, you coming back next week. And apparently you got a big announcement next Monday. You going to let us know? You going to get us out of suspense? What's going on, Dr. Wilson?
Well, we know what? We're going to make it see whether or not we're going to run or not. I got a few more days. We're going to do it Monday at 11 o'clock at my place. So we're going to give the citizens of Chicago an answer and they are yay. But we got a couple more days going through some things, but you know, we'll see. I mean, it ain't but a few more days, Dr. Jackson, you know?
So, Dr. Wilson, you got the people waiting on pins and needles. So, look, I don't know what the big announcement is. I'm waiting for you to let us know what you're going to do. But this is what I do know we got to get. Because that means you're going to be back in town next week, right?
I'll be back in town next week.
We got to get you in.
Yes, I'll be back.
We got to get you in the studio. Look, now, I know that after you make your decision, all the white news media and all them go. But Dr. Wilson, if there's one thing that I know that you have done is you have now, first of all, you diverse because every time I go somewhere, you got black, white, Asian, Latino. But you know I care about the black folks. And Dr. Wilson, what we know is that you have been putting it down for our people for a long time. But when you make news, Dr. Wilson, we want to be part of the news. So we want you to come in here and talk to our people directly because there is no more direct pipeline to the black community than what's in it for the black people media. Can we get you to come tell us about it, whatever you decide next week?
Yeah, I'll come. Just give me a date. It can be Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I'll come.
On a Tuesday. We want, right? You make an announcement on Monday. Tuesday morning, I want the numbers to be juking in the morning show because everybody going to be trying to find out. Dr. Wilson, now I know Marianne Ahern and Craig Walls. And I know you get all the big reporters, Dr. Wilson. I know you get the big willies. But just save a little time for the people over here on 29th and Wabash. You know, we just want to be there. We want to share in the news. We want to have our one-on-one exclusive interview with you, Dr. Wilson. Can we get that commitment? Because, you know, people waiting around to find out what you're going to do.
Well, I'll come. I'll come, you know. You just send me your address. Now, that ain't the address where you got carjacked, was it?
Oh, Dr. Wilson. He's trying to Dr. Wilson full of all type of jokes this morning. Look, Dr. Wilson, can I tell you what? Speaking of cars, Dr. Wilson, I was thinking about your gas giveaway. And, you know, it's funny you mentioned the car. And I was thinking about my car, and I was telling a joke. I was like, you know, my car take premium. How come Dr. Wilson wasn't paying for premium? Then I saw people saying, how come Dr. Wilson ain't getting no gas cars to people so they have to wait in line? Then I heard people say, well, Dr. Wilson just doing this because he want to get votes. Dr. Wilson, could you do me a solid? Could you address what made you decide to do this gas giveaway? And let's because I just people, you give a Negro a string and they want to be a cowboy. They couldn't be happy that people, as they was in line talking smack. Talk to me, Dr. Wilson, about what motivates you to do what you do.
Well, be honest with you, a lot of people is asking me for money to get to their job, and then also to get their kid dropped off to daycare, center. And then so I listened, but we did what we had to do. But I stopped in the service station. It cost me $75 one week. Next week I stopped by, it cost me $150, and to fill up my tank. So I said, well, this thing is hurting. I said, well, let me take $200,000 because I had a couple $100,000 that I had not invested. I said, let me try to do this and help the people. And so we decided to do that. And then so the thing about it was that once I did it, I felt a little bad about it because a lot of people didn't get the gasoline. So what I did, I took the money in my pocket. I had in my pocket, giving some people $50, and they got some gas, and there's still a lot more left. And I said, I can do better than this. And so, I decided, I said, well, I have some more money over here that I had not invested into this whole situation. And I had $1 million, so I took $1 million, and I said, well, I'm going to do $1 million giveaway to help some people. I said, save some jobs and things of that nature. And so, but I said, I'm going to do it 10 service stations, Chicago and suburban. So we went and we did that, and I felt good about that part of it. The only thing about it was that I said, well, still some more people did get a chance to get it. So I said, if gasoline prices goes up higher, then I'm going to be compelled to come back and do it again. And so I just stopped saving. I wasn't doing it political. If you look back at my record, last year we gave away about $4 or $5 million to churches and people on the street, living on the street, homeless. We gave away down in New Orleans $1 million to people who was in the Ida hurricane about 6 months ago. We came down, we did that. We gave away dollars and faith mass also in California and New Orleans again, and Florida. And so I give. My wife and I give away 100% of every penny we make these days. And so I'm about doing it. We've been giving for the last 25, 30 years. And that's basically what I did. We continue to give. So this was the gasoline thing, and that gasoline is very serious out here, along with food,
So I do, Dr. Wilson, and then your compassion always speaks to people. Dr. Wilson, so let me ask you another question, because I hate to do this, but I'm going to do it because I'm a little messy. Why do you feel like the mayor, tried to do the $12.5 million giveaway with our money to make it, to prove that her Willie was bigger than yours because she knows that a campaign is coming up and she ain't done right by the people? Why do you think she threw shade at you?
I think that, first of all, I don't use taxpayer dollars. I use my own money.
Oh, right, because you signed the front of your check.
That's right. She used taxpayer dollars. I thought that was illegal. For some odd reason, I thought using taxpayer dollars for political interest is the wrong thing to do, And so she checked me out, and you got to go to, I guess, the bank, get some different places. And
a lottery. You got to get a lottery.
Yeah, lottery. Yeah. And look, the gas tax needs to be given a break to all citizens. All citizens pay taxes, whether you poor, middle class, or rich. All citizens pay taxes. Get rid of the 8%, the whole 8%, until gas prices go back down, like some of the other cities and states is doing. And the government needs to do the same thing. So does the county. It's taxing people that they're out of work. So I said it don't make sense what she's doing, and I'm still kind of puzzled about it because I didn't know you could use taxpayer dollars to form a lottery and stuff like that, and in your own best interest,
Man, you see, and you heard that she trying to put the they asking are those gas cars gonna have her name on them and have them branded so that they be courtesy of Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Dr. Wilson, I know we got the big suspense because we gotta wait till next week to find out what's going on. But Dr. Wilson, what do you see as the biggest issue facing the next mayor of Chicago? Because it's Dr. Wilson. You realize it's only 11 months until the election.
Absolutely right. The biggest issue, in my opinion, the top three: gasoline, economic empowerment, and education. Those are the biggest issue, in my opinion. You know, we must get this crime under control and down. You know, economic empowerment within the people within our community by creating, grant, not loan, because a lot of us don't qualify for loan. You know, and so do the grant, but empower people and do business with the city within those communities. You know. And therefore, the job could stay recycling itself over and over again. And also by creating trade within our schools and create a situation where that a person graduate should be able to graduate taking two special trades and use our infrastructure that we have right now. Case in point, if you put a trade school, let's say somebody a good mechanic, well, why not put the trade school, mechanic, the CPA, which already exists, and learn that trade. And once they learn that trade and get out of school, give that particular African American, Latino American, whatever it is, contract to do business. That way, the job stays in the community. You create wealth, you create growth. You know, and so those kind of things. Education on there is a must. But the crime situation is the number one situation. Too many the kids getting killed, homicides, and people committing suicide left and right. The COVID situation damaged us and everything. But this crime have got to go and will go.
All right, Dr. Wilson. Well, I can't wait till next Monday, man. I cannot wait to find out. Monday, I can't wait to find out what's going to happen. And Tuesday, I can't wait to have you in the studio talking about what is the next step and what is the next step in your adventure. Dr. Wilson, your work in our community and your tireless dedication does not go unnoticed. If there's anything that you want people to know before you go, what would it be?
Yes. There is a few candidates that I'd like to mention. One is I'd like for everybody that listen today, and really, I mean it from my heart, truly, vote for Commissioner Steele for the assessment office. Please vote for her. And then the other one is Commissioner Richard Borkin for County Board President, running against Tony Krupwinkel. So those two, Richard Borkin, Commissioner Steele, running for assessor's office, so we can help with them taxes. Somebody that we can trust, somebody we can believe in, somebody we know can get the job done.
All right, man. See, that's why I mess with Dr. Wilson. You got the biggest Willie compared to you. Between you and the mayor, I'm still putting my money on you. I don't know where she bought hers from, but yours is homegrown, so we gonna stick with it. Hey, that is Dr. Willie Wilson. Dr. Wilson tried to crack a couple jokes this morning. I'm going to tell y'all, we're going to turn them into some spots. Dr. Wilson, I can't wait to have you here in the studio sitting down talking to us about what's next on your journey. Yeah. We appreciate you, Doc.
All right. Well, look, thank you very much for having us, and we appreciate that. And look, like this here, she might have bought the biggest thing at the dime store, the dollar store.
Say that one more time.
I want to pass that. When she said, I said, where did she buy it from? It might have been a dollar store, all right?
The dollar store? Oh, what was it like a dollar? Let me stop. I'm going to let that go. Dr. Wilson got some jokes. Right. Dr. Wilson, you better get your joke book ready because I'm going to get them. I'm going to be teeing them up on Tuesday when you come in.
Well, you tee them up. She should also do this. My last comment is this. She should also, if she doesn't have the money, she should cut her income or salary and give that to the people for gas. Like I use my own money, she can use hers.
Dr. Wilson said big bank take little bank, and he said he got the biggest willie compared to the mayor. Look, y'all, it is Dr. Willie Wilson. We gonna talk to him next week. He got a big announcement on Monday, y'all. Can't wait to hear. We sitting with bated breath. All right, it is the Maze Jackson Show. Let's go to the live line. Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show?
Yes, Maze, like you said.
I'm all right. Who this here?
Can you hear me, Maze?
This who? Willie May?
Another Muhammad.
Oh, what's up? Muhammad? Which one?
I'm a new one for you.
Okay, cool.
But I'm coming out Thursday. I'm a friend of Zakir Muhammad, and I want to be on that bus with you Thursday going down.
Oh, man, thank you so much. Look, brothers, we got to go. We need more brothers on this bus. I don't want to be on the bus with a bunch of sisters. Don't get it twisted. I'm not mad at that, but brothers, this man was 6'5" walking up on a 5'3" black woman, threatening her on the floor of the House of Representatives. Brothers, we have got to stand up. And I need y'all on the bus. Look, we're going to pay for the bus. Don't worry about the bus. Get on the bus.
Yes,
we're going to
sir.
be meeting
Yes,
at
sir.
TP 5401 South Wentworth. Be there at 6 o'clock. There's plenty of parking. We're going to get on the bus. They said the ladies talking about feeding you. Then we're going to get down to Springfield. We're going to eat again. Then we going to the Capitol. Hey, and we wearing black, too. So I'm just letting y'all know. All right, so you're going to be down there, Brother Muhammad?
I want to enjoy your organization, and I'll be there.
Brother Muhammad, we appreciate you, and I look forward to meeting you on that bus as we go to Springfield. Hey, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. We got callers call you on the Maze Jackson Show.
This is Richard Irvin.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, how's this? Hello?
Pretty good. This is Dion. Listen, I live down here in Belleville, Illinois, and just last week, I was talking about Richard Irvin. A couple of weeks ago, a lot of white guys that work with, they were like, kind of saying, yeah, we would support Irvin. They were pretty much tired of Pritzker. And so when you were saying earlier that it must, that basically, they're kind of using different tactics against him, out of the blue, this week, some of the white guys, they came to work, and now all of a sudden they're saying that Richard Irvin is I heard he was a gangster disciple. And I was like, where did you get that from? They said it's some type of entity online. And so when you were saying what you were saying earlier, I was just, it's just crazy because it seems like they're starting to put this campaign out against him because out of the blue, they're just starting to, I guess they're starting to blackify him any way possible to kind of, turn off a lot of the voters, the white voters and stuff like that in Southern Illinois and also out in the suburbs.
See, I'm telling y'all, like I was, thank you, caller. That's what I'm trying to help y'all understand. It's like they're blackening him up. And the thing is, they're blackening him up because they understand who he's appealing to. He's appealing to the people who would say, dang, he's just like us. He looks like them, but thinks like us. See, I don't know that the Republicans would not support him, but do y'all understand what I'm saying? My man just told you. So now he folks, right? But think about it. All the Latinos think all the black people folks anyway. Do y'all do y'all understand when I'm saying they're blackifying him and it's Democrats doing it? So the same people that are going to be telling you that they cared about George Floyd and all of that stuff are right now running the Willie Horton commercials against Richard Irvin. I feel like y'all not understanding what I'm saying, right? Like, listen to Richard Irvin, and he truly is their worst nightmare when you think about it, right? Did you hear my man from Belleville? That's Southern Illinois. This is what the Republicans are hoping. This is what they are trying to sell to you right now. This is who they are trying to sell. Oh, Riis, switch it over. Switch it over. I'm sorry. Because and then I need for you to understand, okay, here's Richard Irvin trying to appeal to white people in Southern Illinois and in the suburbs who are trying to decide whether they're going to vote for a black Republican. Here's Richard Irvin making his sell to them.
I'm Richard Irvin. When I ran for mayor, Mike Madigan campaigned against me. I beat him. Now Governor Pritzker's afraid that I'll beat him too. There's nothing the left fears more than Republicans who look like me and think like us. That all lives matter. That cops should be defended.
The white boys down say, love all of
it. That handouts keep people down. But maybe that's what liberal politicians want. I'm Richard Irvin, and I'm their worst nightmare.
Now, that is Richard Irvin selling himself to white America. Right? Now, then you have the Democrats who released this commercial to combat that. Right? Let me give it to you.
Richard Irvin's real record on crime? For 15 years, Irvin has been a defense lawyer, profiting by defending some of the most violent and heinous criminals. Domestic abusers and sexual assault. A kidnapper who molested a child.
If you don't know, you think that's all black people.
Even accused child pornographers. Irvin's been getting rich by putting violent criminals back on our streets. Tell Richard Irvin to stop pretending to be tough on crime and start supporting policies that keep people safe.
Now, that was the commercial that the Democrats created. And I want you to understand that that commercial, when you are trying to make white people fear someone, is based on what was clearly was called what at one point one of the most racist commercials in the history, but it was the playbook because it's what helped George Bush beat Michael Dukakis. Michael Dukakis was winning the race, right? And he was winning those Reagan Democrats back who were frustrated. And so to help George Bush turn off people to Democrats, they released this commercial.
Bush and Dukakis on crime. Bush supports the death penalty for first-degree murderers. Dukakis not only opposes the death penalty, he allowed first-degree murderers to have weekend passes from prison. One was Willie Horton, who murdered a boy in a robbery, stabbing him 19 times. Despite a life sentence, Horton received 10 weekend passes from prison. Horton fled, kidnapped a young couple, stabbing the man and repeatedly raping his girlfriend. Weekend prison passes. Dukakis on crime.
Richard Irvin on crime. Get it? Please tell me y'all get it. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Let me take these calls and then we're going to get up out of here. Yo, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I just think it's crazy, though, that the Democrats are utilizing exactly the same commercial that people have called the most racist in history. Go ahead. What's up, caller?
Shalom, shalom.
What up, Israel? I know you ain't on the bus, but I know you said you was going to be round the bus. You right? You in Springfield with us on Thursday?
Man, I thought we talking politics today. Okay,
hey, do you watch Power?
Okay.
Oh, you watch Power?
hey, look, I got T.Y. Muhammad listening too, so that's my main man. We gonna follow the bus, like I told you, because I got to get back. I think that same day they having that casino hearing for related, so I got to harass that. I think that's the same day, but I'm going down there to check that cracker.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. We going down there. Let's talk to me, Israel.
Yeah. Man, you gotta listen. I see all the Muhammad's with you. Got T.I. Muhammad, Tyrone Muhammad. I just heard a new Muhammad, Ezekiel Muhammad. So man, keep up the good word. I mean, keep standing up, man. You got the truth behind. I'm trying to tell you, silent majority, man. We with you, man.
Thank you, my brother. I need that. I need that in my life. I appreciate you.
I know you do. We all need it up and down. And I can tell you what day I saw you the chin down a couple years ago. Chin up. Chin up. So you're a freedom fighter now. You came back out. You walked through that door already.
I ain't no activist. Man, I'm just a lobbyist trying to make $1.
let me let you. That's no problem. You're a part-time freedom fighter.
There it is, and I'm a part-time lobbyist. I appreciate you, man. All right, let me call you back. We ain't got any other callers on the line. All right, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I got hold on. What's going on, Representative? We on the live line, so I'm not gonna put you on blast. What's up? Talk to me. All right, cool. Hey, y'all, this is Lakeisha Collins calling in live. We going down to see our sister on Thursday. Don't talk. Keep on talking, because we coming down to support you. You know what I'm saying? It's like we cannot allow Steve, I don't know if you heard Israel on the line just said he was coming to check the crap. I won't say that because I don't want you to get jammed. But we coming down. We want to go to his office. You know, if you can tell us, point us in the right direction, we going to be there. Let them peoples know we ain't coming to fight nobody. We coming to come see Steve and let us and be in solidarity with our sister. Hey, this is State Representative Lakeisha Collins. Say something to the people real quick. And she like, okay. Like, that's when you put the mic in front of the kids. You're like, I wasn't supposed to be talking. Okay, look, I'm talking to you while I'm on the live on air. So I'll talk to you later, but thank you very much. Hey, y'all. And we tell us we want some smoky bones, too. But anyway, you round up them lobbyists and you tell them we coming if we got to come looking for them to feed the people, it's going to be some problems. But all right, we'll see you in a minute. We'll see you on Thursday. Hey, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. We going to Springfield. It's the Springfield bus trip. Where my Muhammad's? Well, hey, man, we got to stand in solidarity with our brother Tyrone Muhammad, too. But if you, man, get on the bus with us. Come on. Let's ride out. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Anybody up on that? That's it? All right. Riis, it's time for us to get up out of here. I mean, we've been going late every day. Y'all just be like, skip what show, what the clock say. Anyway, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let this give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government